Okay, guys, so we are live. For those listening at home, welcome to the Dungeon Musings YouTube channel. My name is Kevin Madison, and I will be your friendly Dungeon Master this evening. Tonight, we are carrying on with our ongoing campaign playing Advanced Dungeons & Dragons 2nd Edition, playing through Carl Sargent's classic Night Below campaign. And tonight is going to be session 51, so we are on to our second chunk, or second leg of our path towards triple digits. So with me tonight are the stars of the Night Below campaign. I'll go the order I've got you guys on the screen here, which tells who you are, who you're playing, and what level are you currently. First up, I have Dave.
Hey everybody, I'm Dave. I am, as Kevin already has said, I'm playing Druin Axebrother. He is a 4th level fighter and 4th level specialty priest of Clankadin Silverbeard, whose beard was still silver when we last left him.
Nice. Next up is Arlen.
Hi, I'm Arlen, and I am playing Bergour, who is a dwarf fighter of the 5th level.
Next up is Jeffrey.
Hey everybody, I'm Jeff, and I'm playing Calidor, the elven fighter thief, who is 4th level.
Nice. And last but not least is Jason Hobbs.
Greetings, musers. I am Jason Hobbs. I am playing the sweet, savage elf, earth elementalist, Elanion. I forgot my own character.
Yeah, we're both having a little rough start here.
Of the 4th level of power.
Nice. And I'll say as well, too, a big welcome to everyone joining us from Mr. Hobbs' Gamerhood. Howdy, everybody. We hope you enjoyed tonight's big session. So, guys, last session, speaking of big sessions, last session was the big 5-0 for us. And what happened? How did you guys celebrate your 50th episode?
No cake, no ice cream.
No, very little ice cream.
Surviving and killing bad guys like every other episode.
Well, I'd say that's about every 3rd episode. There's some times where there's...
Just like every 3rd episode.
Nobody got carried off for lunch.
Arlen?
We all like
so we had this plan that in the wee hours of the morning before dawn, we would go, and the thing is that these gnolls that we're fighting, they have built like siege towers to assault Featherfall. And so we needed to put an end to that shenanigan. So we went and we sort of did our best to sneak up towards the gnoll camp. And then the idea was Elanion would use his ring of shooting stars to blast the towers and cast pits underneath them to get them to topple over and stuff like that. And there was some chaos, maybe a little miscommunication with Chael, or who knows if that's miscommunication or that's just the way Chael is. But we sort of, killed a handful of gnolls and blasted the towers, and the gnolls got so freaked out by blasting the towers that they, turned and ran for at least a second or two and gave us the opportunity to sneak off back to the woods to enjoy being alive for a little bit longer to face more gnolls.
So what we're going to do, that is a terrific summary. Where we're picking up then, guys, is on the... Hold on. This is the wrong Muzak here. Let's cue up something a little more appropriate for what's going to be going on and where we're picking up. That is a little too happy. Let's hop with this one here. Let's see.
Happy?
What?
That sounds like someone just killed my mom on that thing.
Which speaks to why it really needs to be something even darker.
Oh, jeez.
What's this one here? Let's see.
Gonna be a chase through the woods.
There might be. Oh, here we go. That sounds about right. Okay.
Sorry about having to leave you behind again, Chael.
Chael, what we're saying is that I guess Chael was the only one who was at the assault who was not here now, right?
I think so.
Hold on, let's take a look at the quickly take a look at the big map. see if there's any other... I know... Serene was there as well. Now, you guys have... Elanion can navigate in the wilderness. Yeah, it's only Chael and... why is... I've got a little Elanion token on there. I think you may have dragged something from the task, Brother Hobbs.
What?
There's a little copy of Elanion. And Calidor's...
I'm sure it wasn't me. It was one of your fans.
Yeah, I'm sure they joined the Roll20 game. Calidor...
Well, you put the link right on there. Oh, I guess that's the hangout.
Yeah, they gotta... There we go. All right, so then... I brought everyone back. Okay, then yes, it was... Chael and Serene. What we're going to say is that Chael and Serene have split up with you guys, and the reason that they have split up is because, well, the sound of the of your pursuers that was making so much noise, the sound of the camp with the all the gnolls waking up, and the sound of the barking, and the sound of them yelling in their debased language. It got more distant as you guys were making your way into the woods. But then the barking got louder. So this is coming up, I think, about a half an hour or 45 minutes after the initial assault. You guys realize that, like, shit, we are being hounded down here by this. Serene and Chael can move faster than both of you, than the rest of the party. You guys will be able to find your way back with Elanion, so they have run ahead to try and get your allies to try and bring them back, and or send them back. If Brent does log on tonight, then one of those allies may be Chael, or Carrick. But this leaves you guys making your way, along here. Now, the way that... first off, do Bergour or Druin, do either of you guys have the endurance proficiency?
I do.
Is this where, as a player, I say I have something that's completely unrelated, and you shake your head
Yes.
like I didn't have?
This is where you tell me you've got hunting. So...
I have etiquette.
Yeah, okay, so not... All right, so the reason I ask is because the endurance allows you to force march for a little longer. And Bergour, I think your constitution is an 18, isn't it?
Yeah, I have an 18 out of 20 on endurance.
Yeah, so here's what I'll do is... Well, let's pick up in the scene of you guys making your way through here. And to help set the stage here, let's adjourn ourselves over to a forest map. And set you guys up in here, and we can start figuring out where y'all are gonna go here. Okay, so let's see here. Here we go. Boom. Oops. Here we go. And here we go. And here we go. And there. Whoopsies. There we are. Okay. I want to put Druin and Bergour near the back. Elanion's probably first up there, and then Calidor. Okay, let me bring you guys over to this map, and we can talk about what you guys are going to do.
About how many rounds has it been, Kev?
I said half an hour, so it's been 3 turns. So that has been, there's 6 times 30. It's 180 rounds.
Okay, so Silverbeard is gone.
Silverbeard's gone, okay. So you guys are, the dwarves are trying to hustle along here to try and make up a little bit faster. Those the sound of the pursuers, the barking, and it's not even like barking, like hyenas make this weird, like, kind of yipping and cackling kind of sound. And that's what sort of is coming up behind you too. And the gnolls themselves make a similar type of noise. So you're not sure. What we'll pick up with is you guys running up. Elanion, you come racing up. You kind of rest for against a tree for a second, waiting for your dwarven allies to come up. The thing is that Calidor and Elanion, you're really able to move at about a half pace, so you're not getting exhausted by this whatsoever. It's the dwarves are having to really haul ass in order to try and make some distance here. Elanion, would you give me a hunting check, please?
I do have hunting.
I know you have hunting. Your
Yeah,
time to
buddy.
shine. 14 on a 14. Fucking fantastic.
The price
so
is right.
what you can tell, so you stop and you can tell us how you communicate this information, but you know that it's going to be about 3 turns before they reach you. Like, they're just at the pace you're going, because you're having to move slower to accommodate the dwarves. They seem to be right on your trail, and they're likely tracking your scent. And you spare a hard look at Calidor.
Because he's got gas?
Yeah, he smells like fish still.
Oh, that's an even harder look. That's worse than gas.
So what are you guys
All right.
thinking? Yeah, it's still dark. It's still about, say, an hour off from dawn. You allowed yourself plenty of time, but as in all of our fights, I think your fight took about a minute and a half from beginning to end. So you got lots of time in the darkness still. What are you guys thinking?
I'll get the information to my brethren. It seems
I think Chad is saying leave the dwarves behind. I haven't read it quickly, but I saw some discussion of like, well...
that's not exactly what they're saying.
Whoa, is that all the chats already?
I say we are going to either need to make our stand or find a way to lose this scent that the gnolls are following.
I could try. Well, I guess we know they're faster than us, no matter what. So, leading them away would just lead them to fighting just.
What is
me.
technically accurate is that they are faster than the dwarves.
Aren't the hyenas even faster than that?
Yes, the hyenas are faster than any of you guys.
Yeah.
Though they're not. Yeah, they're not moving at the full rate. In order for them to
Yeah, they're
track
moving
properly,
at-
yeah, they can't move at full, pell-mell speed. They're probably moving at like what would be an average human speed, and that's where you find yourself. So
I think we either make a stand or I lead them away. Your call.
Calidor is carrying over the fatalism from last episode.
Your place in this battle is not yet over, Calidor. I
Well,
say
then
we
let's-
stand.
Let's
Guys,
make a stand.
you have the classic adventuring party. You got a thief and fighter. You got a fighter. You got a mage, and you got a cleric and fighter.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Let's do
So
it.
we're going to call this session Gauntlet?
yes, because I plan on throwing waves and waves and waves of ridiculous things at you.
Awesome.
As long as you give us like big chicken dinners that we can eat that fully heal us.
Yes.
That's awesome.
So what do you guys think? You got half an hour of time, Elanion estimates, before these things will reach you. Fortunately, all of you guys can see in the dark, so you're not, the getting lost or whatnot that some of your human companions may suffer is not a problem for you.
So what if we could pick a location where, we get the upper hand, like somewhere where we can make ranged attacks before they approach, and then,
Like this cave over here.
Yeah, feel free to look. You guys can look wherever you want.
Sure.
The troll cave. We should hide there. Maybe a wyvern will come by.
It's the giant eagles.
Just teasing me with all my favorites. Wyvern and owlbear. I love it. Bang dragon. All right.
Yeah. Let's
Yeah, let's make a stand. We can't lead him back to the camp. Unless we can unless anybody knows of a stream or someplace that we could cut across to try and lose the scent.
I don't feel like we know the area well enough for that.
Probably not.
No, and the water that you've been getting is much closer to the what do you call it? To the your actual encampment, which is still about an hour and change away. You guys can feel free to take a look at the. You should be able to see the entire map here. If you got a place you want to pick as your, kind of the place for staging your ambush. Yeah, lots of time to prepare if that's your plan.
Let's you guys head over to the cave. I'll try and mask our area here as best I can, and maybe we can pick off a couple guys and then see what happens. I mean, what do you guys think? Anyone else have any thoughts?
I mean, it
Cave,
seems
no
pretty
cave.
reasonable to me.
Or just you want to set a ambush right here, and then we'll just like get into your hiding spots. I'll try and quickly mask where it is, and then I'll drop a pit. So don't jump into the pit. We'll leave Bergour as bait, and or Bergour and Druin. I'll drop a pit when they come rushing up. Caldor and I will attempt to use spells and arrow on them, and then if we have to retreat, last stand at the cave.
I think we should start at the cave because it seems like that's the most open area around here. And then that's going to be good for Calidor and Elanion if you're shooting.
And if we have to pull back into the cave, we can limit the number of people coming at us. We can have 3 across and Elanion behind us.
Rolling to see if that cave's occupied.
Yeah.
Assuming there's nothing in the cave coming out. So,
All right.
what do you think?
All right, get over to the cave, and I'll maybe they'll just miss us.
I'm gonna start collecting my forces here.
Calidor, maybe you should get really drunk because then you start sweating like alcohol instead.
Yeah, and the one of the challenges with that you're gonna have, Elanion, covering up the actual footprints is a different thing from covering the scent, which they seem to be following.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you've got some stratagem in mind here, there's very little that you're gonna be able to do to throw the scent off.
I have a buddy who used to sweat rye after a night out. That's why I'm thinking Calidor should tie one on.
Yeah. Quick, get drunk.
Mud, maybe. There's a little pond right here.
Do we want to check this out? Oh,
Yeah.
Calidor.
Yeah, it seems
try
like we
that.
could at least. Okay, you guys go first.
Wet and mud. Go through that mud, and then we'll at least maybe slow them down here, and then try and set something up there.
If only we
Clean
had
yourself up, Calidor.
vials of that fishy shit. Maybe we could throw it in the cave and then sneak away. Hopefully they'll stay here.
Okay.
I'd say that's what you do, Calidor. Get in there, try and mix it up in that mud, and then I'll try and mask our area back. And I should be relatively invisible, at least from afar. I can watch them and then maybe get a scout some numbers, and then I'll run back here when they come.
Okay.
So
Okay,
Calidor,
I'll go try that. Yeah.
get in the mud of here and then go up to the cave. I'll set up a spot so I can see when they
Okay.
come, follow the trail to maybe get a count.
Yeah, we could go. We sort of moved ourselves going directly to, but we could go sort of like around this way so that Elanion would have a shortcut to, right? If they would follow the way around, like I'm pinging, versus Elanion
along the
would take
trail?
shortcut. Yeah, kind of along the trail.
Yeah, it's fine. Calidor,
Yeah.
just do that in case they don't smell you, or in case they do, and then they'll draw you that way.
Yeah, and that way
I want
if
to see what we have, and then I'll
Okay,
sprint.
so you want me to rinse off and in this
Mud
mud
up.
here?
Yep, rinse
Yeah.
off, mud up, and then follow this trail up to the cave.
Right, go this way, and then this way. Yes.
So if the mud doesn't work, they follow the obvious path.
Well, and that
Okay.
way Elanion can get like where he is now and has a shorter right? That he can hopefully beat them to us, because they'll have to go out of their way if they're just following the trail.
Galador over here.
Did you
Well, I
all
was
follow
thinking
that
I
trail?
could try and hide here.
Like, I think that the difficulty, it's great that you're doing that after the fact, but I think to discover the cave, you guys would have had to walk kind of over there.
Yeah, and I could take a few minutes to try and cover that trail a little bit.
So,
Try to.
how do you think you, is there something you think you might try doing to deal with the scent as well?
That's all we thought of really is peeing on him and having him wash up in that pond.
Are you sure this is part of the plan? Oh, no, for sure. But you made me do this last week, too. Why did... No, it was part of the plan then, too.
Leave some rations around the water or something.
Okay. So Galador is in the north there, and then Elanion, where are you? You're so well hidden. Oh, I see you. You're over there.
Yeah, I'm just going to watch them when they move through this path.
Okay. All right.
I want to see if I can see what we have coming at us.
Yeah, so there is...
Are you guys even going in there to look?
Well, we're
For
gonna
10
sort of
minutes?
duck our head inside, and if we don't see anything, hope that means there's nothing there.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna... I'll let you guys tell me. I can set up line of sight blocking on here so that... Because there's so much cover that your characters wouldn't be able to see. Do you guys, as the players, want to be surprised by what you see, or are you okay with just role-playing that you don't... it'll take me all of, like, 10 seconds to get the line of sight blocking set up. If you want your characters...
That's the point of Elanion being out there, is he can be virtually invisible, and he can...
No, but the thing is, you guys aren't telepathic, though. Like, they're going to get there...
He can scooch around.
But
yeah, my plan is to watch them and then sprint over while they go down the other path.
Right, so if... Okay, yeah, okay.
That's the plan. We realize that it's not a perfect plan.
No, I'm not criticizing the plan. I'm just, because, again, like, the hyenas do move pretty darn quickly. So, that's fine. No, that's fine. That's fine. So, I think it'll be fun seeing your reaction when you see. All right. So, then, guys, it only takes you probably about 15 minutes to get this plan together. So, that means 15 minutes of interminable waiting as you hear that barking getting louder and louder and louder, and your mind keeps, doing the math in your head for how many of these things are coming. That Galador can't talk to anyone, Elanion can't talk to anyone, but between Druin and Bergour, if you guys are trying to share numbers, like, that's got to be 10. No, that's got to be 15, right? And this kind of carries on until we suddenly see, and these things suddenly seem to burst out. They're moving at a good, like a walking rate, and the hyenas are all fanned out in different areas, kind of sniffing and snuffling around on the ground, and kind of cackling as well to their masters, who are scrambling along behind them almost as quickly, moving almost at a full, kind of awkward, loping run. And this is what you see, Elanion. Boom. So, let's start with our rounds here. So, Elanion, you go ahead and take your first round, do your first round's movement. They cannot see you, and they will not have smelled you yet, so...
All right.
Okay, and I'll just move everything down in that direction. Okay. Did you move yourself? Excellent. All right. Let's do one more round here.
So there are like rations, and he spent some time in this water.
Yeah.
Galador did.
Yeah. Okay.
Not too long, obviously.
So they get there, and I think once they're there, they're covered by too much for you to be able to see. So let's move. I'll move the horde here again.
So I have 2 rounds of movement.
2 rounds of moving, yep. Okay. Am I forgetting anyone behind here? I don't think so. Okay. Yes, you should be able to move 16. All right. And then...
From here, I can almost run, right? That is running, isn't it?
Okay, so there we go. Go ahead and move yourself again. So, Caldor, you see someone suddenly come out of the bushes there. He's been invisible to you completely. Although I guess Caldor's wearing metal armor. Okay, so you come running up Caldor, and then you guys can hear them. They are so close at this point. 2, 3. Let me just... I gotta reorient some of these. Some of them are too far north here. Just give me a sec.
They're coming. At least a dozen hyenas. Maybe twice that gnolls.
Okay. All right. So, guys. Now, we're going to be getting into the range of some bows in a second here, so why don't we start rolling initiative now? On round 1, let me use the blue dice here. Round 1, we are going to start with... I'll go left to right here. We got everyone was here last session, so Dave, you're starting off here.
Yeah.
You sound thrilled.
I'm not feeling the initiative mojo right now.
Uh-oh. Well, let's see. That beat my 3, please.
But it's not me that needs to feel it. It's
Mm.
rolled.
2! Look at that. Very nice. All right. So you guys are up first. So go ahead and move yourselves, guys, or if you're readying an action, let me know.
I guess I gotta look to see what my range is. I gotta look to see what my range is here.
Sure. With your composite longbow, short range is 180 feet. Medium is 360 feet.
I have like 7, 14, and 21 written down for some reason. Is that...
I do not know why.
All right, well...
Oh, you know what? That could be a sheaf arrow. Sheaf arrows are a lot shorter. Sheaf
Oh,
arrow
it's a
has
light
a
arrow.
range of 120 feet. Then, what is that? 32, 320 feet. So one is just a substantially shorter. Oh, no, that's not right. 16, 24, 240 feet. So, all right. So let me make the moves for these guys. If you are shooting, just put it in the initiative order here. Otherwise,
Okay.
yeah, then we'll just go through round by round.
Do we have an idea of how quick they're going to be on us? Is there any idea of-
The rate they've been moving, probably 3 rounds.
Okay. So do we want to take cover into the cave?
That's what the shield is for.
Yeah, well, I'm not carrying a shield, so I'm going to stay.
You're fucked. That's what you get for bringing an axe to a shield fight.
All right, let me get this shit here.
Wow.
Okay. I got attacked by the Monster Manual. Monster's Compendium, forgive me. Okay. All right. So then, first up is Bergour's raising his shield, so he is ready to go. Then on a 3, let's move some of these chuckleheads here. Okay, I'll grab a bunch of hyenas here. You can move 1, 2, and they're still tracking, so they're only going to move their, keeping with their masters for this range. 1, 2, 3, 6, 8. Okay. Okay. And then the gnolls.
I might as well fire through it. I know I'm firing through a tree, but that's just partial cover, I would imagine. So
Yeah.
There's no reason not to fire that I can think of.
No, hit him, kill him.
Mm-hmm.
Just
No, that's why I stayed where I was.
Yeah, but you're
Okay.
So
crazy.
there's
All right. So then,
Shoot.
then we've got Calidor and Elanion making shots. Where are you guys shooting at?
well, I'm gonna shoot at this hyena right here.
Okay. Go right ahead.
Druin's taking tactical cover behind Bergour.
Not a bad plan. I think they call that the Coward's Gambit.
Oh, boy.
It sounds better in Dwarvish.
Second layer of the Dwarven Phalanx.
Big hit. Go ahead and roll damage. Oof, this thing's got a lot of hit points.
Oh,
That is a lot of damage, though.
Oh, wow.
Not enough, though. So this will be my template hyena. Oop, wrong thing. On overlapping. There we go, guys. Boom. So he's hit. That is a hit from you too, Hobbs. Were you firing at a hyena as well?
Yep.
Okay. Which one were you firing at? The front one?
Yep, this one right here.
Awesome. Okay. 8 points of damage. All right. And that actually, yeah, this was not as tough as the last one. So let's see here. That is actually, oof, boy. Oh, boy. I don't know why you hate dogs so much, Hobbs, but.
I love dogs.
Let's see here. Overlapping.
these are not dogs, sir.
In which case, your sword does not do extra damage. Never mind. Never mind. Okay, so then that is your first shots, guys. You have second volleys. Go ahead.
All right.
Go. See if we can down these things. Okay, that is a hit. With Calidor. Elanion, no good. 9 points of damage. Check this out. It's still up.
Wow.
Yes. These things are tough. All right. So that is the end of round
Perfect
one, guys.
shots.
We are on to round two. I'm guessing that Druin doesn't have a bless prepared, because that's when normally you'd start casting it.
Bless. That's a.
What's this bless nonsense? All right, guys. So then,
At the hospital, I don't do bless.
nice. Dave, you are still king of initiative here, so would you kindly beat my Ocho, my 8?
Ocho Cinco, baby.
Nice, very nice. Okay, so my first action is going to be on an 8, guys. Nice. When you say raise shield, do you mean like hiding behind shield to get the AC bonus?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's-
okay.
Yeah, raise shield versus arrows in case they start shooting.
Got it. Okay. Yeah. That is a good stratagem. Because these gnolls are all carrying bows as well. So then, first up will be me on an 8. So let me move some hyenas here. Let's see here. This pack. And I think they're going to charge full on here. Okay, so they are all running. So they're going to have a AC penalty. Same thing with these ones. Yikes. Okay. And... Okay. And this one. Whoopsies, where are you going? Where are you going? I was sizing him. Someone cast enlarge on him. Enlarge animal. Okay. Then also moving are... I'm just going to move my big guy out of the way here because I'll move him last. These guys are going to move into position.
I've been watching The Last Kingdom. I feel like we just got to keep yelling, hold. Hold. You ever watch that?
It is a pretty good job. Okay.
Some of these guys are loping over this big rock over here.
Yeah. And the big one is going to go with these guys here.
You might want to get in here, buddy.
Okay. All right, that's the end of my moves, guys. Bergour has his shield up. He's eyes narrowed looking over it. Then, I guess that was more of a Batman thing. But Druin, you're up next.
Druin holds his gauntleted, Clangeddon silver beard, holy symbol out, intones a prayer of protection from evil, and a silvery glow covers him,
Love it.
granting him a bonus against evil creatures until he attacks.
Okay, and what is
You
your...
step
Sorry,
up, too.
what's the AC
So
bonus?
They can't get it right to me. Sorry.
It's a -2 penalty.
-2,
to the
okay.
attack roll.
Yep, that's perfect. Then we have Calidor and Elanion. What are you guys doing?
Shooting.
Calidor is dropping his bow,
Okay,
and he is running over here.
okay.
Got shield ready.
All right, so I'm just getting my scorecard ready here for you guys, so that I know when you are gonna win. All right, Elanion, that is a big hit. Same one you were shooting
4
at.
points. Yep, this guy.
Boom! You guys have drawn first blood. One hyena is down. Okay, then it is second volley. Calidor, what did you do? You just dropped the bow and moved into formation.
Yeah.
Okay, then it is. Let's see here. Calidor, or not Calidor, Elanion, your second volley. I'll roll hit points for whatever. I'm assuming you're shooting at one of the hyenas?
Yep.
Okay. 3. That is a hit. This thing's got a big bucket of hit points. Is it the first one visible here that you're shooting at? Like right here?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay, great. Great,
Oh,
great,
yeah.
great. Wow, big damage. Big damage. If only hyenas weren't made out of apparently iron.
Yeah, can we just make
Hyenas.
some regular hyenas? Just, you know.
Yes, send us the porcelain or ceramic hyenas, please. All right, so
One hit dice.
2 shots over. Then it is, I guess, the end of the round, guys. We're on to round 3. So, first up, let's hear. Dave, you are still kicking ass with initiative. Let's see, and you said you weren't feeling the mojo. Here, beat my 8 once again. That is a low number. That is a very low number. Nice. All right, so then my first actions are going to be on an 8 as some things move. Once again, repositioning. Oh, and Steve King, I totally agree about the Complete Book of Dwarves. I love that book. Especially the art. There's tons of Larry Elmore art in it. It's so cool looking. I love Larry Elmore's line work. You don't see a lot of that. The ink, pencil and ink stuff in many of his products. It's all painted.
Hyenas are just regular size, right? They're medium.
Yep. Hyenas, they are medium-sized creatures, yes. All right.
What's my weapons?
Okay, Bergour. What do you mean by ready? Oh, you're readying a sword like to ready an attack?
Ready an attack if they
Okay, you
get
got
close,
it.
I'm gonna smack them.
Casting, love it. Love it, love it. Okay, so then you guys are all up first here. Oh, hold on. What am I? Druin. Druin is not. So first up is Bergour, who's got his thing ready. Elanion is casting. Calidor, what are you doing?
He's getting his shield out.
Oh, love it. Okay, so your shield
Yeah,
is
yeah.
up and ready. Fantastic. Elanion, what are you casting?
I had one more pit left.
Love it. I can actually cut and paste your awesome template from the other thing, too, so give me a sec.
The bright yellow circle, the bright green walls. of
Yeah, that was
stone.
great. You know, I need to take... I'm going to put that in your camp as well, too, so I've got a copy of it ready to go. It was... I can't remember who it was. Forgive me for not remembering, but there was someone else in the community who suggested setting up the campsite as a way to sort of log all your necessary things. Where do you want the center of the pit to be there, Hobbs?
Bergour, did you get hurt last time, or are you injured only because Kev pulled your token from a different screen?
No, I was at 56 out of 59
Right there?
all the way through. I didn't get hurt.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what the what it's gonna do with the roots and stuff. I'm assuming that the ground will just drop out there.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know, let
Because
you
I mean,
figure it out.
20 feet is a big fucking drop, so it's gonna,
Mhm.
you know.
Well, the other part of it is we haven't been using terrain as the map is shown. Like, guys are running through trees and over rocks that are without.
No, like yeah. If when I've told you when it's going to be difficult terrain, but for we haven't been enforcing that for this map at least. Okay, so then I have 1, 2, 3. Here's what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll randomly to see how many of them go through that pit, because I've been having them sort of follow the path, and then they've been ordered to do sort of a pincer thing around, but I don't want to screw you out of a really awesome spell. So let's roll a d5 here. Let's see how many, not d45, Kev. 5. See how many of these things go in there. Boom! 4 of them! Awesome! Fuck yeah. Okay, so then 4 of these hounds, I gotta make a save for them. Let's see here.
45. That would have been like the entire party that's chasing us.
Yeah, and these are charging as well, too, so I'll take the 3d6 damage. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 of them. Let's see here. They are 3 hit dice, so... Okay, 14 or higher. I need nat 21. 2 of them saved, 2 of them did not. So 2 of them will manage to avoid the thing, and I'll figure out what their actual movement is. 2 of them go in. Give me a 3d6 roll there, Hobbs, and I'll tell you what their hit dice are. One of them is probably going to die.
Nice.
One of them is probably going to live. Nope. 12, 15. Both of those things go in, and they will not be coming out again. So, boom. Boom. Nicely done. Okay. So that's... Okay, that many down.
Nice.
Then it is some things moving. Now, I think I can actually get to you guys with a charge with these hyenas. So, I'll move my gnolls first here. Okay. And these guys. Shit, I'm just shy of them running to the pit as well. Didn't realize they were able to move that much. Okay, so then let's see here. These guys cannot get to you. I have in total available 18. So that's 50, 90 feet of movement. Let's take a look here. Can these guys, is that 90 feet away? Nope, too far. So they're going to have to move. And all the ones behind there, can he get there? Nope. So he's going to have to move, but these guys will. All right. So I'll move my other guys up here. Right there. These 2 are going to run right into you guys. Boom. And they're going to go after you there, Bergour. These guys
They get they're ready to attack?
They do, yep. Okay, they can reach you. That can reach you too, okay. Boom. Boom. Okay, Bergour. Oh, big hit by Bergour. Nice. And let's move these
Solid
guys
contact.
up. 4, 5, 6, 10, 14, 16. Whew. Okay, so I got some attacks to make on you guys here. First, let me see if you killed one of these guys. Did you attack the injured one?
I assume if they're all coming at once, then I would hit the most injured one.
Yeah, the one's got the arrows sticking out of it. So boom, that's one. Another one down. So nicely done. Then I've got 3 on you, Bergour, and 1 on Druin. Druin, you don't have a ready attack, right?
Well, he's at initiative 10, so he goes after.
Yeah, you go first. Forgive me. I'm rolling these attacks on these guys first. I'm on an 11 for their attacks. Go ahead, Druin.
Okay.
What were you doing?
Just attacking if someone came within melee.
Oh, same thing? Yep, that's great. So go ahead and make your attack. Oh man, that's a miss. Who's playing John today?
I'll do.
1, 2, 3, not it.
Second one to hit.
Okay. You're 4 out of 4 as fuck. That's great.
8 points of damage from Druin's second battle axe.
Nice, very nice. Okay, that, let's see how many hit points these things have. That one did not have a lot of hit points, so Druin, the one that was attacking you, I'm assuming, is the one you attacked?
Yep.
Okay. It is gone. Well done, guys. Okay. Then I've got, let's see here, 3 on Bergour. And because that big damn shield of yours, they are going to try and drag you to the ground. So, they got 3. Okay. Your grapple DC is a 15. So, let's see here. How many? 1, 2 hit. So you get 2 reactions there, Bergour. Their grapple DC is a 14.
All right, I have a +5 on each of these.
Yep. One of them succeeds, one does not.
No, it's 9 + 5 is 14.
Oh, +5. Sorry. Yep. Yeah. So you succeed them both. Give me a 2d. What's your strength bonus?
It's +1, so it's
+1.
2d10 +2.
2d10 +2, and let's see how much they rolled. Okay. 1, 2. Let's see.
Oh, terrible.
9. All right. Let's see how much you are taking. So you've taken from the first one is 6 control points. Second one is 7 control points. So 15 in total. You have 6 control points on you.
Yep.
You said 6 and 7, didn't you? That would be 13.
6 and 7 is 13, correct. Minus 9, so it's 4 points. Sorry, Hobbs. Okay.
You're good.
You'll let it slide?
This time.
This time, Madison. All
Given the
right.
amount of math we do in every session, like the odd blunder, it's like, whatever.
Yeah, they're going to get some wrong. Okay, so
Yeah,
then
we might as well be playing champions.
Yeah, bite your tongue. We'd never get through a combat. That's not true. With this group, we probably would do quite well. You guys are really on top, and it's the right size. That's it, guys. We're playing superheroes tonight.
Right.
Just kidding. So then
We're gonna feel like superheroes if we kill all these fucking gnolls.
you probably will, yeah. Okay, so then Bergour is starting to get grappled here. In which case, I should grab my copy of Douglas Cole's Dungeon Grappling.
Well, that makes my next target easier.
Okay. We should really let Doug know that we've been promoting his product quite so much. It's almost a running joke now.
5 sessions.
Yeah.
Knowing
Okay.
Doug, he probably knows.
Okay. Nice. All right. What, his ears buzz when his product is
think
named?
so.
Yeah. Nice. Okay. So then it is the end of the round, I guess. No, we've got Elanion. Do you have a second? Did you shoot this turn? You did. So
No,
you have
I
second
cast
volley,
Pit.
right? No, you cast a spell this turn, didn't you? It's Pit.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Okay, so then we're at the end of the round, guys. We're on to round 4. Quattro. One of these asshole gnolls is pulling away at Bergour's feet. What in the hell? Uh-oh.
Those are small gnolls.
Dave, be my 2. Or hyenas, not gnolls. Oh.
I'm off, but I'll take a 3.
Ooh. So my first action is going to be on a 2. So I'll start moving my guys who are moving into position here. So let me see. I got to move out just a scooch here. All right. So I don't think he can move in. So can't attack yet. So he's going to move in. 1. Okay, Biggins coming in. Those guys are going to act on a... oh shit, yeah, they can charge. Are you guys 60 feet away from these things? Let's see here. Yep, so I can charge you with him at least.
Because they're a little farther.
Yeah, so I think this guy can get into Calidor on a charge, but that's going to be on a 7. So some of you guys will be up before. Oh, I'm missing somebody here. Elanion, what are you doing this round?
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. We'll let it slide this time.
This time.
This time. All right. So let me finish my moves here then, guys. Because I got some guys... Hold on. Actually, no. Here's what I'm going to do. Move these guys here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There we go. Got some guys moving in. We've got some other guys moving in here. I know one is going to charge, so I'll just move the ones that can't get into melee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10.
Take the big one down.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay. Oop, should be over there. Ah! What's going on here? I got some gnolls on the squares and some aren't. Gnolls, behave, will you? Jeez, you think they're chaotic creatures? Good lord. On a 5, I've got gnolls. I got hyenas acting simultaneous to Bergour and Calidor. So why don't we go with Bergour and Calidor first? What are you guys doing? Then I got a bunch of hyenas going. Bergour, you're the one engaged, I guess. So what are you doing?
Yeah, so I'm gonna whichever one it was that succeeded and I couldn't throw it
Oh
off,
shit!
I'm
Sorry
gonna
about
try
that.
to-
Yeah.
Yeah.
What were your rolls? Were 3? It was a 4, and to be honest, they're both grappling you right now because you didn't roll enough. Remember, it was a 6 and a 7. You didn't roll enough on either of those rolls to.
Oh right, because it's individual. Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
Do,
Are you gonna try to shake them off?
-2 for
So
grapple.
each
No,
have
I'm
one
trying
time?
to hit him with the sword.
Oh, okay. Yep. So you get -2 to hit.
Yep.
Okay.
But
Nice.
that'll
Nat
do.
20. Take that. 6 points of damage. Not great. Oh fuck. Hold on. What's the size of the sword? Remember, you can only use small size weapons when you're grappled.
When you're grappled at all?
Yeah, yeah. So we talked about that last time. That's why someone took a dagger out.
Okay, then I can't use the sword.
You would have known that. So
Okay, well then I'll be on a 6 because it'll be speed 3 to do unarmed to wrestle.
oh, okay. Okay. Calidor, what were you doing?
Stepping forward and attacking that gnoll or the hyena.
Hyena. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
So,
Wouldn't that charging gnoll be in its face?
no, the charging gnoll is acting after you guys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's why I haven't moved him yet. And not to tell you how to do your job, Calidor, but if you moved up and attacked the one that's grappling Bergour, you may help to get him free. Otherwise, he's going to have to drop his weapon and unready his shield to try and wrestle these fuckers off of him.
Oh, that's not the one that's grappling him?
No, the ones with the green dots are the grapplers.
Oh.
There. and
Yeah.
hit
Oh, I
them
guess.
down.
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
So-
Yeah. Then actually, sorry, I misunderstood. Then
That's
I'm
okay.
gonna actually move over here
Okay.
to this side of him to help him.
Okay. You got this, Druin. Okay.
Wow,
Yep.
same difference.
So go ahead. Then that is a hit. Then. So
Okay.
go ahead and roll damage. Let me double check. Yeah, hyenas don't have a huge amount of AC. Oh, big damage. Okay, so let's see how many hit points it's got. It's got a lot of hit points.
So far, they've all had a lot of hit points.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're tougher than what the gnolls are. At least the average gnolls. Okay, so let me put that in there. All right. Okay. So you whack this thing, it yelps, but kind of like, oh, it's got its jaws locked on Bergour. I guess we got some hyenas to act here now. Hyena goes in on Calidor, on Druin, and let's roll randomly here. Calidor, you're evens, odds, so on Druin. Okay. So let's see here. I've got first 1, 2, 1 on Calidor. Calidor, your grapple DC is a 13. That is a miss on you. So as one comes running up towards you, you slash that one. You see the other one coming in, and you kick it with your boot. That's going to fuck up the charging gnolls plans, though. The next is I've got 3 on Bergour, 2 of which are grappling or grabbing already. So let's see here. Now, you have... Where is it here? Okay, so they got +2 to hit you. Your grapple DC is effectively a 13 right now. I got 1, 2, 3 hits on you. One of those is a new one. You can go ahead and resist that.
All right. +3.
Come on.
Nope.
Fuck. Okay, so you take 8 CP from 1.
Do the
Oh yeah, Astonishing Fortune if you want.
fortune if you want to do it.
Might as well.
Sure.
We'll take the first one. So this is the 8 one that you're trying to resist. Fuck. Nope, of course. Okay, so you get 8 from the first one, 7 from the second one, and 5 from the last one. And I'll put the grappling dots on them. Okay, then I've got 3 on you there, Druin. Your grapple DC is a 14. A miss, a nat 1, and a miss. I miss with all of them. I know you're sad. So, they come slamming into you, but you've, I think, seen what's going on with your allies. You're sweeping those big battle axes around, trying to keep them at a distance. That was on a 5. Bergour, you're on a 6 now. What are you doing?
So I got 3 grappling me. I can drop. So one of my questions is, can I use my sword to attack a non-grappling opponent that's next to me?
That's next to you.
Because this
yes,
guy is still
yes.
next to
Yeah,
me.
you just can't attack
Okay.
people in the grapple.
Okay, then I think I would do that. That seems.
What
like
are
the
you
best
at right now?
option.
You're more than...
I'm at 24 out of 59, so I'm at -5.
Okay, so... Yep, so go ahead. Nice, another nat 20! Holy shit, Bergour is not fucking around today. Holy shit, that might actually outright kill that one.
Great damage.
Let's see here. And it doesn't quite, but it is very, very close to killing that thing. Let's see here. You didn't forget any damage, did you? There's not a giant thing that you forgot that was on you?
Not unless it's a large creature, and it's not, so...
Okay. All right, so you managed to tag it as these things are trying to pull you to the ground. Then it is, let's see here. 8, I'm acting on a 7 for the charging gnoll. So let me see. I have a bit here. I'm not sure I can get into you now. What's the distance to you? Actually, I'll move him. I'll be 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. He can't even get into you now. Okay, so that was him, and then these other gnolls are acting on a 9. So, Elanion, you're up next. What are you doing?
All right, so about a 3-foot diameter ball of energy appears and slams into this giant gnoll.
Whew, nice. What are you casting?
He gets a saving throw.
What are you casting?
It's a lightning ball from the shooting stars.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
In the ring.
Okay, he succeeds on the saving throw.
All right, so he takes half of this.
Okay, let me get his hit points rolled up here. Let's see how tough he is. Is he as tough as he looks, or does he have a glass jaw? Holy shit. So that's 16 points of damage. He needs to have 16 hit points to survive this, because DR ain't going to do squat. So, yeah, well, you shoot this thing out. It slams into him, and he hits the ground, a scorch. All the fur is burned off of his body. There's still lightning playing across it. And I'm actually going to make a morale save for them. I'm going to keep the corpse there as a reminder.
That was my hope.
Okay, let's see here, because that was a pretty impressive use of your spell. All right, here we go.
They're calling Elanion one
Oh,
shot.
shit. You guys are so lucky with my fucking morale checks. I was rolling 18 on the morale.
That's why
Okay.
it's a high roll, because you're a high roller.
Exactly. It's where it works
Well,
against
and you
me.
know I like to imagine that as a bonus from the previous morale check.
Totally. Yeah, absolutely. They knew how dangerous you guys were. Trouble is I'm not sure that I'm going to make a separate check for the hyenas, because the ones who are in the attack right now, they need to be given the command, and they maybe just lost. If you think your dog is uncooperative, wait till you see what a hyena does. Okay, so these guys, let's hear the remaining ones. 1, 2, 3. 4,
Good, because we want to kill all these stupid, annoying hyenas.
So we can't go back and attack up another day.
Okay, so those ones are running. Then I think that it is a favored round. Is anyone... Druin, did you attack this round, or did you cast a spell?
I'm attacking.
Wait, did you ready an attack, though? Or did you attack? Oh, you haven't even gone yet. Yeah,
He's
you're on a 10.
so he hasn't gone.
Sorry. Go ahead, Druin.
Okay. First, it's AC 1.
AC 1 is a big hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
9 points of damage on this one here that's attacking Bergour.
Okay. On that one, 9 damage. Let's see how many hit points it's got. Come on. Big bucket hit points again. Jesus.
Well, it takes 18 total.
18 total. Nice. Okay. That, however, does not actually kill it.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay. All right. Is that right? I'll make sure my math isn't fucked up here. No, that is enough to kill it. Sorry.
Let's say that seems a little high for 3.
So you gain... Let's see here.
Well, I did 20 to one of them and it didn't take it down, so they're tough, man.
4. So that's 4. You gain 4 CP back, Bergour. Okay. Then it is Druin. You have your second, your specialized attacks,
Yeah. So one
or
more.
attack, I guess. You got one more.
AC
5
Well, so
is
does
a
Calidor, right?
Calidor does as well. Yes.
Yeah, 5 is a hit.
5 is a hit. Yeah. Roll damage. Which one are you attacking there, Druin? One of the ones in front of you?
We'll go with the one on the far side.
This one up here?
Top,
Yep. Okay.
yeah,
Got it,
away
okay.
from.
Oh,
Sure. Okay.
damn it.
We still have 3 astonishing fortune if you want to.
Use it.
Should I?
I
Yeah,
think
let's get
I
rid of
think
these
we need to kill these
bastards.
hyenas off quickly.
If we go down, we're not going to need to make astonishing fortune rolls.
All right, sure.
Okay.
I'll use one of our astonishing fortune.
Okay. And that is. Oh, my God.
Oh.
It's even
That's
worse.
Oh, roll 20. Okay. Then it is, that's the end of round 4, guys. We're on around 5. Dave, we thank you for your service as a initiative roller. We should let you know that we plan on blackballing you with any future initiative rollings. So we wish you luck.
Okay.
We encourage you to pursue other opportunities. Arlen, you were up. And would you kindly beat my 5? Whoop, 5. There we go. 6. Oh boy. Okay, so the hyenas are acting. My first action's on a 5, so I'll move with my gnolls. They are running. 2, 10, 16. Okay, so they're over there. My other gnolls are running. There they are. I have more gnolls running. Okay. Whoop. I think that's all of my live gnolls who are running. I did make a morale check for the hyenas, and they are still going to keep attacking. So, hyenas will be attacking on an 8. We have Calidor and Bergour acting simultaneously.
Elanion goes on a 7.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, Elanion goes to 7. Elanion, what are you doing first?
Yeah, he bears down, kneels, touches the ground, and spikes of earth come into these 2 hyenas, one south of him, and that
Nice. So 1 magic missile against
Here's-
each.
Yep, here's the
Yep,
one.
love
for-
it. Love it, love it. Okay, so, well, the first one is automatically dead. It does not have enough hit points left.
here's the other
Boom.
one.
Okay. Wow.
Yes.
Nice. 4 points. Very close to killing it.
Oh, shit. Sorry,
Okay.
Bergour, but at least I freed up Calidor to do something else.
You did. So,
Yep.
Bergour or Calidor, what are you doing? And this will be simultaneous with the hyenas.
Yeah, attacking this one that's on Bergour, so.
Okay, go ahead.
Excuse me.
Hit him.
Nice,
There
big
we
hit.
go.
That's enough to. It's going to die automatically. But it does get a chance to take its action
Boom.
as well. And then Bergour, what were you doing simultaneous?
I was gonna hit the one that Elanion killed, so I think I'm standing around doing my best to.
You're trying to bring your
Duck
sword up, and it's just like, come on, I gotta. Okay, so let me make the roll
Can't
for
you
the.
move right here and do it? Or
Nah,
you
he's-
can't move when you're...
Can't
Not when
move.
I'm grappled.
No, he's grappled. Okay, or grabbed. Okay, so for the one that's going to die is just going to try and improve your grapple, and it does. So you are. Darn.
Galador can move to that corner.
Let's see here. Another 4 CP on you.
Which
And
goes
then-
away, though. Oh, no,
uh,
he's still alive.
He's still alive, and the other one is going to gnaw, because I'm going to convert some of those things over. I get to do more. So first, it needs to succeed on this roll, though, which does. So I'm doing normal damage from its gnaw, plus I'm going to cash in the rest of your 0 CP on you now, Bergour. But you're going to take in DR will apply against this.
A lot of dice.
Sounds like a fireball level of dice.
It's actually, I rolled pretty poorly. 16 points of damage DR does apply.
To
all
each
that-
one individually?
Sorry?
To each one individually?
To each which?
Damage.
Hobbs is trying to ask if each die gets the minus or if it's.
No, and Elanion takes 4 points of damage for... Why is this happening to me? Oh my god, it's almost like karmic damage! Just kidding. Okay, so then the... let's see here. I'm going to stop rolling that dice, because that's rolling pretty well for me. Druin. Let's see what happens to you here, bud. We got 3 coming on you. That's a little better than last time. 1, would you give me a resistance roll, please?
So which one did you roll the? Is it the -2 help at all? Because
I rolled a 19, so I beat your grapple DC by 9.
Don't they have to do something special to even attack him?
What do you
When
mean?
he has
If he
protection
has
from
protection
evil?
from evil.
No,
No,
they're not.
it's just-
They're not extra planar. If they're extra planar, they wouldn't be able
Oh.
to actually make an attack like that.
Okay, so
I'm probably thinking BX again. Sorry.
Druin, VX is so easy on the players, Jesus. Give me a 1d 20 plus. What do you got, Druin? Plus 5. Ugh.
Weak
So
salt.
you got 6 CP on you. Druin, were you casting a spell?
No.
Okay, no. Okay. So one of them has grappled you. I'll mark him with the grappling symbol.
He gets
That's it.
double axes.
Say again?
He gets double axes then.
He has double axe. Actually, he doesn't, because that's a medium-sized weapon, which means you can't attack with it when you're grabbed.
So I can't find anything in the PDF about that, and I've searched for every instance of weapon. What I
I'm-
find is a -5 to attack with.
Yeah, and that's
anything
fine. This
larger
is something. It may be a house rule, but it's what.
Okay.
It's probably a carryover from me thinking about GURPS, but it just doesn't make sense to me that you'd be able to, if you're in the midst of being grappled, be able to use a medium-sized weapon. I have talked about it for the last 2 sessions, though, so it's not.
Then
It's
I'll use Astonishing Fortune to try and reroll.
what's that? Oh, you can. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Not one.
That's 3 times that
Okay.
Astonishing Fortune has just gone
Yep.
away with the wind.
It grabs
I
your
think you
face.
should call it the AF still.
Yeah.
Okay, then can I drop my weapons and punch it?
You can drop your weapons and try and like free yourself of it. Yeah.
Okay, then I'll do that.
Just as punching, punching does like 1d3 damage, I think, or 1d2, plus your strength bonus. So, first, so hold on, you actually don't get to go. Oh, you do go next. Yeah, Druin, what are you doing?
Well, I was going to attack, but if I can't attack under the house rules, then I will do my 1d20 plus 5.
Yeah.
That would.
That is not good enough. You want an astonishing fortune? That you got one left.
Nope.
you actually have a -2 to hit as well, too, from being grabbed. Okay, so then that is the end of round 5, guys. We're on to round 6. Arlen, you...
I failed.
Failed, okay. Arlen, I don't want to tell you that what to do with your life. You're a young guy with a lot of options before you. I'm just going to suggest that maybe rolling initiative is not the thing you should be doing. Next up is Jeffrey. You're rolling initiative for us.
All right.
But you kind of beat my 9. 6. Nice.
Hey.
Okay. Then it is... I'm not acting until a 12.
That's time 1.
Okay. Then it is... first up is Elanion and Druin. What are you guys doing?
Druin is trying to cast a spell.
Ooh.
It's a
Okay,
penalty.
so give us a D6 roll. On a 1 or a 2, it fails. Nice! Goes off. What are you casting?
He tells this thing to flee. Uses command on it.
Don't they have to understand your language?
Sure. I don't know if they know common or not, but I got it worth a shot.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
sleep.
language understood by the beast. Sorry, that's... Yeah.
They don't understand common. All right, that's fair.
Okay, so you cry that out. Then it is... Elanion, what are you doing?
Ugh. Elanion casts Fist of Stone.
Okay. Fist of Stone. Oh, right. So you're getting on your hand this time.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Then it is Calidor and Bergour. What are you guys doing? Neither of you guys are grappled right now.
I'm gonna just swipe at the one next to me.
Okay.
I was gonna move forward.
Okay.
Nope.
Holy smokes! Oy. Because they're pretty easy to hit, too. Calidor, go ahead.
That doesn't rub it in.
No, it's surprising. When it's just,
Wow, they're really easy to hit. You guys suck.
you know what it probably isn't in the fiction, though? Is like now that he finally shook that fucking thing off, he's probably keeping his distance and just, didn't fully commit to the attack. Calidor did commit to the attack. Go ahead and roll damage. Let's check hit points for it. Okay. Ooh, not very many. That is enough to kill it. Right. And... Okay. Then it is their turn. So, they are going to withdraw. They just failed their save. So, Druin, you are released, but you're not going to get an attack of opportunity. They're only going to move a third of their movement, so they're starting to run away.
But I was grappled, right?
Yes, but you were released.
Can
You were
I
not
maintain-
grappling. You didn't
I
do
was
any...
grappled.
Yeah. The way the grapple works is you sort of, you can try and grapple back. That represents you trying to get control over them. You get control points on them.
Okay.
Which is not, control points in general, except for the sizes, is usually going to be equal to their hit points. So, we saw in the Icewind Dale game, once you got a couple levels as a fighter, you can be pretty effective dominating the other things because they just can't get enough control points on you. Bergour, it would be a vicious grappler. Okay, so then that is the end of round 6. You lose all your control points to Druin. We're on to round 7. So, Jeffrey, you are still up rolling initiative. Okay.
Nice.
Number 10. Beat my 10.
Ah!
1. Yow. Okay. So... Is Bergour throwing his sword?
No, I'm charging.
No, I wasn't saying that. Just I thought he would be that angry at these things.
I'm throwing
They would-
axes if that's, if you want someone to throw something, I'm actually going to throw some hand axes. So
Nice. All right, Elanion and Calidor, what do you guys do in this round?
I forgot what it was.
Okay, I got. Oh, you guys
Elru,
get
the day
What
they
was-
tracked us down.
What was move, Kev?
move is 0, so it'll be 1.
Move is 0.
Yeah. Okay, so you're up first, then Keldor. What are you doing?
I'm gonna move. Let's see. I'm gonna move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 over here.
Okay. Then it is Bergour.
All right, I'm charging in on this one. I'm gonna try to smack. Dun,
Go.
dun, -2 for the charge. No.
Okay. Then it is Elanion on a 4. What are you doing?
They withdrew or they're fleeing? Are they still facing us?
They withdrew.
But they can
I'll
keep both
just
back.
step up here to help Bergour if they do. With the fists in front of him, with stone crumbling off of it. Very much like his picture.
Okay. Are you... So did you want to get into melee range with them, or...
No.
No, okay.
Only if they turn back. I'm just prepared to punch if they do come
Got it.
next to me.
Okay. Then it is Druin. What are you doing?
Druin is going to move and throw hand axes.
So he'd have to drop his battle axe and then draw the hand axe, or the throwing axe?
He had to drop his battle axe when he couldn't fight, right?
Yeah.
If he was planning on fighting back, then yes, that's right.
Yeah, so I
Yeah, he.
assumed that I dropped my battle axe in the last round. A, I was casting, and B, my next plan was to.
Okay, got it. Yeah, no, sorry, that I wasn't like. Yeah,
Because
okay,
I had to drop one battle axe at least, right? Because my gauntlet is my holy symbol now.
right. Okay,
And then going to throw hand axe.
please do. Go. And holy jeez, the Teflon hyenas. Okay, so Bergour, you do fortunately get 1 attack of opportunity here. I should get 2 attacks of opportunity. So there's not really a thing in... I'll let you make 2. Go ahead.
Do I take the charging penalty for attacks of opportunity?
You do, yeah.
Yep. All right, first one. No.
Unbelievable. Okay, second one.
Second one.
There you go.
Better.
Okay, go ahead and roll damage. 11. That is enough to kill one of them. Okay, so I'll get rid of this one here. And the others. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12. Okay. They are racing away, and then I'll move my gnolls. I'm not going to bother moving the gnolls any further. I'll just move them into an area because I'm assuming they're going to get to a spot where you guys won't see them anymore. So I'll just keep them. I'll put all my gnolls together so I can count them up for the purpose of XP. Get down here, guys. There we go. Boom. Okay. That is the end of round 7. We got no range attacks or anything right now, so then it is round 8. Now, are you guys intent on pursuing these things, or are you still going to keep attacking them, or are you just going to let them get away?
Let him go.
Yeah, I think Calidor might be able to run him down, but Bergour cannot.
Okay. Calidor, what are you thinking?
No, he was just gonna go get his bow, and if they came back, or if he could get a pot shot. That's
Okay,
it.
then they will be racing off into the wilderness. All right, so let me record what you defeated here, guys.
That lightning ball was great.
Yeah, good call on that.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if we should knock those other guys off us, but I hope killing them leader might save
Yeah.
us.
Oh, it definitely did. Okay, so then, guys.
So, I was going to say Elanion rushes down there and with his stony grasp picks up the big gnoll and shouts at the others, in some elvish,
Yeah.
we have won the day, do not come back or you'll end as this one did.
Sounds good. All right, so we are out of that tactical encounter, guys, and I think you can see to the left of you, to the west, the sun is beginning to crest the horizon.
Anybody need healing before I have to repray for spells? Bergour, you're up.
Sure, some healing would do me good.
Did that guy have anything on him?
He had, let's see here, nothing really of value. There's some coins, but
Okay.
I'll tell you. Let's see. While you guys sort out your healing.
What's that?
Okay. Let me check. The treasure type. I can't remember if it's one of the ones that actually has potential for magical weapon items. So he has on him 7 gold pieces.
It's like
Nice.
Price is Right. Try not to go over. There's another 2.
Jeez.
Like, I'm not healed yet.
All right. So then, guys, what are you doing next here? What are you thinking? You've driven off the things, and all you can hear is the sound of the barking and shouting and stuff like that. The sounds of the gnolls talking in their whatever passes for a language. It is moving into the distance.
I think we should get back to camp. Let's
Yeah, I'm
head
wondering.
that way and then spread
Yeah.
and try and get rid of that smell if we can. Like, I think if you eat elderberries, it'll help.
Little do you know, Elanion's part of a pyramid scheme. I got a fucking garage full of elderberries, man. I need to get rid of these. Just try them. They're a cure-all for everything. All right, so let's...
10 gold pieces each.
Exactly. You can only buy a case of them, and you got to convert your friends over, the other party members, to join the program. All right, so let's move you over here. Now, guys, the rest of the hour and change trip back to camp is uneventful. Again, like, the further you get away from the gnoll camp, the further the sounds seem to be. So you get back to camp where you meet up with Serene and the rest of your allies, but they're going to remain strangely silent for the remainder of this session.
Fair. Once
So-
we get back to camp, I'll have to pray for spells after dawn.
Okay. Well, no, you've prayed for them before. I've allowed you to prepare that day's spell, so today's spells you've already prepared. I sort of let you get around it because you guys you got the spells early for that attack.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I assumed those were from the day before because I was sitting around waiting for the wizards.
Right, but didn't you cast healing and stuff like that day, didn't you? I thought there was healings that you guys also rolled throughout
On the
that.
first day of their wizard.
Not on the second day?
I didn't cast.
Okay, that's fine then. Yeah, then you can prepare.
Okay.
Okay, so what are you guys doing next then? You get back, you have had at least a full night's sleep. You just had an early start to the day. So what are you guys doing?
Well, we got to figure out a way to maybe not allow them to be able to grapple us down like that. Although, I mean, we have killed a bunch of the hyenas now, I think.
Yeah. It might have more, but it might not be as great numbers as we just faced.
We should probably send one of the guys to keep an eye on the camp to see what they do.
Yeah, send 3 wind out like usual.
Yeah,
But we don't have invisibility.
we'll have to just watch from higher up or something.
What's the weather today, Kev?
Or even
I'm fine
wait.
with knowing that that's what Dorman's been doing every day. I'm fine with Freewind having access to invisibility and Dorman's just occupied otherwise.
Okay.
So you got your
So-
usual scout out. Well, go ahead and roll a
We
percentile there.
did
Dave,
the weather in the morning, right?
Yep.
Well, it's still clear from like this morning, earlier on.
It was clear last night. Let's see what happens today. Give me a percentile roll there, Dave. Clear day again today. Okay. So, what are your thoughts here, guys? There still
they
is
look
one of
like
those
they do.
towers up. Do you think?
Yeah. if they look like they're going to use that tower to lower troops down, we need to know like ASAP so that we can.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
That's our.
Maybe he should go and tell them. Do they know down there that they have the towers?
Maybe the other guys can.
yeah,
one of the other
he
guys
could fly over and let them know. I'm not sure you know whether or not they know because it sort of happened and you guys were like, "Shit, let's go."
Yeah.
And you didn't send
so I
anyone
think
else off.
that's. We'll send 3-Wind, and he can go and tell them first, and then be in his usual, Overwatch position.
Okay.
And his job is really just to tell us if they start moving the tower at all.
So,
I guess if they move it forward, not move it. If they move it back, then that's okay. We don't need to know about that.
check that here. Actually, they're in the, they're in the Monstrous Compendium as well too. I just want to see what his movement rate is when he flies. I think it's 24. 36. Okay, great. So then what that means is he can move 3 times faster than you guys, which means that instead of 2 hours to reach the Gnoll camp, which is 120 minutes, it'll take 40 minutes for him to get there. So 40 minutes there, 40 minutes back. I'll even give him a little bit extra time because he's not moving through difficult terrain. So figure half an hour there, half an hour back. The downside to that, obviously, is that you guys are going to have a fairly substantial delayed response if they are going to make use of that tower.
Yeah.
But
do we want it?
Seems like today we don't have a lot of other options.
No.
Are we going to look at attacking them from the opposite side when we get a chance? Because that's better access to the tower, but they might be expecting that.
Yeah, well, I need to. I can talk and stuff today, but I'm obviously pretty tapped out for quite some time, honestly.
Well, if you guys prepared if you did as Dave said, as you took it. Oh no, because you didn't prep any spells actually, or you didn't read any spell books. Elanion, you could have been coasting on your spells from the day before. You're doing what Druin did. Although you did you need to rest before you can recover your spells, right? It's not a matter of just timing the prayers correctly. Yeah, sorry. Okay. So what are you guys thinking here? If he comes back and says...
Well, I mean, if he comes back, he does, and then I'll just be an archer. So
yeah.
There's not that much else I can do.
Mm-hmm.
What about the wand? Is that
Which one?
The one, well, you have 2, right? The earth one and is it wind? Or
Well, see, I was wondering if an extra 200 pounds might do something into one of the towers at the right place, but I don't know.
when it fills with gnolls and you put an extra 200 pounds on the platform, because it's lowering a platform down, right?
Yeah.
So put an extra 200 pounds on the platform and see if it drops.
That's not that much, though, if you think about it.
Yeah, not compared to the gnolls. That's not a whole lot. If it's
No. What if you hit multiple gnolls with it?
That's true. If we did 10 of them, it would be 10. It would be 2,000 pounds, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just keep using the wand until it overloads them and it crashes.
I think there's a lot of charges in that thing too.
Yes, there are.
And then the earthen wand, what does that do?
There's some spells that I have from that. But I mean, I have some capability. I just don't have like the wand of shooting stars. Is not going to be. Some of the powers won't be available for a week now.
Okay. Well, we'll have to make do with whatever we get.
We do what we do. I still think, though, they seem very. I mean, I know that I'm using meta rules in driving them into the pros, but there's a reason that their morale is breaking. So they must really be affected by this. Perhaps maybe the gnolls aren't as interested in as their leaders are in this, whatever it is they're trying to get. I can't remember what it was.
the Orb of Storms.
Yeah.
Storms.
Maybe.
Well, that and the pack mentality that Serene talked about early on. You know, we kind of dismissed it and said, oh no, this is bigger than that, but maybe that does play a significant role. We kill the leader and they crush.
Can we use this Orb of Storms against them?
Negative effects.
It's kind of complicated.
Okay.
It's so part of it is that Kusuk wasn't super clear about what it would like specifically do, which sounds to me more like him not ever having like, tried to let it out. And then there's the demon inside, which could obviously influence whatever happens. And basically what he said is, if you let it out, it's going to be like a horrible raging storm. The Aarakocra can't fly anywhere or do anything like that. And it was unclear what kind of negative stuff would happen to the gnolls in terms of the specific release of power.
But the Aarakocra aren't flying much anyway. There's only a couple of them that are out.
Well, they would help us if we
but-
asked them, though.
Yeah. I think more generally, it's like, I think the concern about potentially releasing or allowing some portion of the demon that's in there to be released or to exert its will upon the world is more significant than whatever benefit we might gain, or that more significant than any benefit that we can be sure of getting from use of the Orb of Storms, just because Kusuk doesn't seem to exactly know what it can, right? He didn't say like, oh yeah, I can shoot lightning out of it, but it costs me hit points or something like that. He sort of said, this is, something uncontrolled that who knows how it's going to manifest.
I.e., I've never done anything with it, and I'm just too scared.
Well, he's done a little bit with it, right? Because we kind of figured out from the other Aarakocra that he helped shape the Featherfall Caves with it. So he knows how to activate it. He just doesn't seem to have ever, let it loose.
Mm.
He's never gone like Kusuk gone wild on the weekend.
No.
All right.
So what's our strategy?
Barrel in dwarves first and take them out. Not a good strategy, but it's a possible strategy.
So, as on a metagame level, there's one thing we should maybe talk about is how we want to handle So there is an obvious. I think the initial strategies were all sort of focused around using that staff that Knox has. As we play through this campaign, you guys are going to come across other really powerful magic items as well too. By nature of the campaign, we have a rotating cast, so there's going to be days where that thing's there and when it's not. How do you guys want to handle the going forward when there is a powerful magic item? Like what we've been saying is that you need a day to attune to the thing, kind of 5e style, and then once you've attuned, you can make use of its. Once you've cast detect magic or read magic or identify on it, then you can make use of that thing. What I don't want is it for it constantly to be like. In the fiction, it would be something that would likely be identified with one character or another character. It would become their item, but it's a game we're playing. We're not writing a novel, so if it's something that hinges so much of your strategy hinges on one thing, we got to figure out how we want to handle that. Do we want to defer to the fiction and say like, look, it's a roll the dice. Sometimes the people with the magic items and the character capabilities that we have are here. Sometimes they're not. So we'll just play with what's here. Or do we want to allow you guys to tap into other people's items while they're gone? There's a slippery slope argument to say, well, if we can do that, why can't we tap into their healing abilities or their other things? I'm not concerned about that because we're just going to say no to that. That just becomes too much bookkeeping and you guys playing other characters and shit like that. So it really just comes down to for these kind of items.
Right, for the sort of like epic level items.
And then I think it's going to have to be items in general because because
Calidor's got a super awesome +4 shield and Calidor's not here today. I'm going to scoop up his shield or
use Elanion's ring or whatever. How do you guys want to handle this? I've got my own inclination towards it, but there's more of you than there is of me, so I'm happy to hear what you guys want to do with that. What are you thinking?
I vote for keeping with the fiction and characters not here.
I'm kind of leaning that way. We can just figure it out. He's got to be smarter.
The thing I
The only thing it does is it slows down the game, and I get that.
Well, I mean, I don't know if it does, because what it does is, I don't think. Yeah, I mean, you know what? Having heard what you guys said you were going to do about the, or potentially do with that wand of burden or whatever it's called, wand of burdening. When we rolled that up as the item, I thought I'm like, this is the most useless fucking thing ever. You guys will never make use of this, but whatever. It's the magic item. What you guys have suggested is a incredibly effective use of that stupid fucking magic item, and I don't know whether you guys would have come up with that potentially great use of a dumb item otherwise. So
I think we're just fantastic players, and you got to expect that kind of shit from us.
I mean, that's why we play the games in some ways.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
so
test our creativity and our strategies and,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. And if we always just get to go back on the big special item that's in the group, then well, that becomes like a crutch.
okay, Jeff and Arlen, what are you guys thinking?
Yeah, like I'm okay with sticking with the fiction of, who's here is what we got to go with. That's kind of the way we've been playing so far.
Yeah.
And, it almost makes it a little more exciting to me when those people do show up, I think, who we've sort of given that item to.
Your resources are more.
Yeah. It does. It gives a little added bump to having the bigger group and having everyone, on deck and available. Arlen, what are you thinking?
No, I think so. For Bergour specifically, Bergour has a couple of magic items, but I feel like nobody has asked to borrow his shield or his sword or anything, because in general, I think it's certainly consistent with the way we have been treating absences to say that, an absent character without their item is not available to the party strategies.
Okay.
So we
Do
kind of
you
break it
like
a
that?
little
I
bit.
guess is the question. Are
Well,
you cool with that?
my only concern is sort of what you brought up, Hobbs, which is especially when we have longer sessions with less characters, it feels like what can happen is we end up in precisely this position where we don't really have. We're going to spend a lot of time in this session, assuming that we do that. We're going to spend a lot of time kind of talking about our plan and stuff, and that's fine and that's fun, and I enjoy that. But if we want the game to move faster, then that seems like that's the wrong.
So I guess my 2 cents on that is I'm not really concerned about the speed of if it feels that you're not making progress towards a specific goal that you guys have, but so many times we've still seen you guys push forward and try to do stuff. Like last time, you guys were way down a lot of people for what should have been a really difficult, assault, and you guys changed strategies, but you achieved what you were looking to do without having to have everyone with you. And I think I'm. You guys could tell me if I'm wrong about it. Like I've been very cognizant to make sure we're not spinning wheels for a session. So there's always something that's going on, and something is moving the fiction forward. Whether that's random encounters or just side quests or things like that. But it feels like when you guys have been on point for tasks, like when you're exploring Heathertop Warren, and here there weren't sessions where we were treading water to wait for more people to be here. I get that that's an actual concern. If you guys choose not to assault the thing today because of you're waiting for a full complement of players or just that one magic item, then yeah, that's a problem. But I'm not. Go ahead, Dave.
That's also not very heroic, because there's always going to be people missing. There's always going to be something that could be better, or whatever. Like if we always look for, we only have 4 out of the 8 people, we better not do anything dangerous today. Like, well, fuck, we're adventurers. Let's make this happen.
Well, and I get the one thing that I'm concerned. My main reason for having hey, they're just not there, rather than coming up with some blue haze or in-story reason, is because if you run I've in past campaigns when we have story-based things and suddenly there's an absence, it's always so awkward to try and rejig that stuff, and particularly if you end up having that character in scenes and then they end up in a position that the player did not know about beforehand. If say Dorman took the staff and then he had it with him when he was taken by the gnolls, right? Then you have to come with an explanation for why when Knox joins again. Sorry, you don't have your staff right now, and it's going over there because Dorman's being dragged away. So it sounds like, I mean, there are some reasons why to be concerned about not pushing things forward and you know, being contingent on one magic item or another being there. But I think that even taking the magic item out, it's not just magic items where you're going to be contingent on what you're capable of doing. You have no one casting invisibility right now, and if your plan was contingent on Dorman being here, we wouldn't be treading water or worrying about not advancing just because Dorman's not here either. So I think that's just whether certain resources are available or not available to you. It's just the nature of the rotating, you know, table. So
and that's fine, and that's sort of why I came down on the side of I think it's consistent with the way we've been playing. I feel like it's worth mentioning that
absolutely,
you know, it's not without a cost or a potential cost.
Absolutely, no, 100% agree. Okay, so it sounds like everyone's in favor of that. What you got is what you got. Does that sound right?
Yeah, and I was just thinking, what do you guys think about? I feel like they're gonna be looking for us, right? What do you guys think about heading out to set an ambush for the groups that may come looking for us?
Yeah. I also think we take some of those fishy potions and we splash them around in different places, give their hyenas like some tracks to follow, some false trails and stuff like that. They're looking for Calidor and the fishy smell. Well, now that we know that, now we can utilize that.
And I just looked up what the Wand of Earth and Stone, the dig spell is 30 cubic feet.
So that's
that
almost
level
like
of cast. Yeah, it's bigger, I think, than the pit.
Bigger than the pit. So we could go and take out that third
Doesn't
tower.
it take longer
Exactly.
to cast, though?
It's no, because it's this wand.
Hold on here. Oh.
And it's a higher level spell than pit. It's a 4th level wizard spell, dig is.
Okay.
It does take longer. It's a 4 versus a 2.
Oh, so it's still a single round casting, though.
Yeah, the move Earth is what took longer, was the 10
Got
minute
it,
thing.
okay.
That's if you're trying to like move huge buttresses or something.
Yeah. Okay. So, what do you guys? What you're going to find is that after a period of about an hour and a half, so you guys got back, you've had your breakfast, you've had some opportunity to talk about what you're going to do next. You've refreshed yourself. 3-Wind will be actually, it'll be 2 hours because he needs to check in with the Featherfall as well too. The gnolls are intent on they're marshaling to go down with just that one tower.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Nice. This is good because it'll draw out the leaders too.
Yep.
Yeah. So let's do this, guys. We're at our halfway point. I know we started a little late today too, but we're at our halfway point. Why don't we take our mid-session break right now? It'll give us a chance to come back. I'll set up the gnoll camp in the state that it'll be when you guys arrive, and I'll get rid of the things you guys defeated. And then we will talk about how you guys plan on responding to this.
Yeah.
So, Esco, so Unimportant Hero says, from the audience perspective, I don't think it matters, and some wheel spinning is fine, even fun to watch. Let them work with what they've got. It makes it interesting. Nice. They're on making you guys earn your stuff side.
Yeah,
Thanks, Unimportant.
That's cool.
Yeah, cool.
No,
All right,
good stuff.
excellent. Then we'll be back in 5 minutes here, folks. I'm going to step outside with the
Jivey.
pooch. We'll be back momentarily.
You see that, Jivey?
Yeah, nice.
The bottom of your dice bag.
Sweet. BRB.
Yeah. So these rings are a little different than what I used for my dice bag and for Kev's. I was using titanium for those, so I was bending the rings back and forth, little scarring, no big deal. These are like anodized aluminum, so they're like colored, and they can scratch off the coloring. So even with like pliers that have no teeth, I got to be careful, because if I like slip off the ring by not applying the force correctly, you get scratches and stuff like that. So I've already messed up a couple of rings. I gotta change my technique. Modify.
You gotta be more careful.
Yeah, I gotta get a good grip and then apply even pressure without having the. If I do it too fast or too rushed, then the pliers can slip.
Okay, yeah.
And then the other thing is, these are a nicer cut, so I can get a ring that's nice and closed, almost not quite seamless looking, but that also may require like a proper twist when you're, so it's got to be, it's a little trickier than I thought it was going to be. But it's going to look awesome.
Can't wait.
Unimportant Hero has some ideas for you, whatever you were talking about, Daver.
Oh, really? Dip your pliers in liquid rubber, you can get some hardware. Oh, Unimportant Hero. Thank you. That's awesome. I will check that out. Liquid rubber.
What do you suggest? Sorry?
Liquid rubber on the pliers to keep them from scarring the rings.
Oh, interesting.
I've also got another set of pliers on order, which got like a slight bend in the tip.
Yeah.
And they're beveled, so they're not flat, so you don't slip off quite as easily.
Yeah.
Doesn't scratch them.
I read the Unimportant Hero. I read your thing is dip your players in. I'm like, this sounds like a good plan.
Dip your players in liquid rubber.
I like where this sentence is going.
So I had a thought when I was in the washroom there.
Yep.
To add to our little conversation.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think that the one thing that we could do as a group is just be a little more ready to jump onto a plan when we end up in a big group situation or with that key person here. So, for example, like if all of a sudden Wednesday Knox is here, instead of debating or talking or what are we going to do, it's just like, we know we're attacking the camp. Like, let's go. Like 10 minutes in, we are attacking the camp, basically. And like we as a group, like the four of us, could be doing something like preparing for that situation so that on Wednesday we're just like into the big battle. You know what I mean? Like if we're gonna do like little guerrilla tactics or whatever, and I realize that doesn't work if the group never shows up, but just to be ready for that scenario or a little more mentally prepared for that would help with mitigating some of that.
Do you guys have anything to add to that? Or...
Corollary to that, we need to just be able to pick up and go with what we got. Like
oh, right. Well, yeah, of course. And I think like in a case like this, it's like, well, why don't we try some guerrilla tactics or like, you know, maybe try and sabotage or damage their camp in another way.
Yeah.
To weaken them for our main attack.
Yeah.
And then if we end up with...
Yeah, Hobbs is on board. Okay.
If 3 Winds is correct in that they're prepping to launch another attack, then maybe we just go and hit them again.
Let me get that set up while you guys are discussing. Sorry,
I don't think we have a choice.
Yeah, like if 3 Winds says they're prepping to go with the third tower, then we need to hit that third tower.
Oh, you guys carry on. I'm just I'm clearing out what's dead here. What you done killed.
Might have to pull Warbella out and use it for the first time. Oh wait, second time.
I think we're going to... This is like it, right? Isn't this one like kind of like maybe the final clash? And we're going to use the Aarakocra in this battle.
You know, or we just go and train.
We tried our best.
Yeah, you know what? It was a rough
just
night.
Wasn't numerous enough.
Druin and Bergour, we're going to carry the coins. Elanion and Calor, you carry the other coins. We're just going to hike back to Milbourne, do some training. Serene, send the boys when they get here. And I'm home.
Okay, let me get my...
All right, that's no fun.
So what? Well, I guess let's think of it this way, guys. What is your goal here?
Well, we need to stop them from going down and attacking the Aarakocra. So we need to take out the third tower. If that somehow draws out the shaman or the main boss, we try to take them down before we...
Yeah, I'd say it's twofold, right? We want to protect the Aarakocra by destroying the siege engine, and hopefully this combat action by the gnolls draws out one of their leaders that we could pinpoint for future assassination, or maybe take them out today.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, go.
So I've got a couple of scrolls too, but I don't really have much on them. Sanctuary, couple commands, couple endure heat or cold.
Keep your toes as warm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I could cast Sanctuary off a scroll. If we're getting beat up in the fight, I could cast Sanctuary off a scroll, which then keeps people from attacking me. And then I can just run around and heal people.
Zoom in. Yes, okay. I am going to put red dots on the ones that you guys have flagged as the leaders, so that you have the opportunity to see where they actually are, because there's going to be a pretty big crowd. And okay. What prep are you? Or I guess let's drop into the scene here, guys. And while I'm just gonna keep fucking around with getting this camp ready for you guys. What do you guys? What's happening here? Are you guys picking up and running in right away? Are you are the preparations you want to do?
I guess my first question is: did Weatherwind already, or Three Wind, Weatherwind? Did Three Wind already alert Featherfall?
He did. Like he got to Featherfall first, and then what happened is he went back and was watching, and it was a little later in the day. It wasn't like they got up. There was still a lot of activity in the camp. It wasn't like they got up in the morning and then immediately started getting ready to go. It seemed like things were happening in camp, and that's when they decided to push to go in. He saw them all start getting ready and all start preparing themselves. So it's not like, you know, these things that this was going to be the plan always. It seems like circumstances may have changed.
So what if we return a little more to our original plan, which is try to destroy this tower once they have like gotten into it and started heading down the cliff?
Yeah, I mean, what could happen that they fear us? Is that what it is? Is that the thing that changed, or is there like?
I mean, maybe our attack was
trouble?
Pretty successful.
Maybe there was trouble in the camp because, you know, leaders are like, some people are like, oh no, it's not important, but someone thinks it is, and so there could be some sort of schism. So they're pushing for a certain thing politically within the camp. So,
Well, yeah, if they're failing to protect the towers, the leaders are probably looking weaker, right? So they need to do something and show some strength and be successful in some way. Otherwise, they're probably going to start losing their leadership.
Okay. Are we ready for you guys to hit the road then?
Yep.
Anything else? I know like Bergour and Caldor, you guys don't have anything else you need to do here. I'll get rid of Chael. I'll get rid of Serene. What are are you guys doing anything else to prepare for Elanion or Druin?
I mean, it's not like we got time to get more spells. So,
Okay. All right, guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place you in the same place. What I'm going to assume is that...
Are we hitting from the same side or the other side?
I'll let you
Opposite
guys
side.
scout both sides here, guys. So let me just get you in. I can tell you that the trip there is going to... Oh, actually, hold on. I do need to roll once.
hey, should
No.
someone take this pigment of heroism this time?
Bergour, that would make you taller, bigger, and more hit points, wouldn't it?
I think it would actually make me less hit points at this point.
Yeah.
But we could give it to one of our, because we've got Pine Stalker and Fog Caller, right? So if we're ready to go, we could give it to one of them and have a buffed up Aarakocra to fight with us.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That would make a big difference. What do they become?
7th level ranger.
Right. Okay, let me grab one of their tokens. If
7th
you want...
level ranger with an AC of 4, a +3 longbow, 56 hit points for 24 hours.
Yeah. So I'm going to add their token down here, and I'll give you guys control. And I'll adjust the hit point. If that's what you're going to do, 56 hit points, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we should do that.
I think that's a great idea.
Okay.
Who's going to do it? Is it 3 Wind? He's been, like, stuck on...
He's
Watch
still
him
invisible
go.
right now, and
Oh, yeah.
I've already, to be honest, I've already brought Pine Stalker over, and just if you need someone to be running messages, he remains invisible until he attacks someone, right?
That's
Yeah.
fair.
So you will have the benefit of that. So yeah, so Pine Stalker will make use of that stuff. What's the duration for it? you remember? Did it say, or do I need to look it up?
24 hours.
24 hours.
Oh man, yeah. So this is the the montage is of Pine Stalker, putting the stuff on his face, and he transforms into some reincarnated Aarakocra hero. You got 80s hair metal bands music playing in the background of the montage. All right. So you have that. You also have Serene. Who is going to control Pine Stalker, and who's going to control Serene for this encounter?
I can control one of them.
Okay. I think because this
Doesn't matter which one to me.
Bergour, do you want to do the other one?
Sure.
I guess the upside is they can fly as well, too. It's Bergour's, or Druin's theme.
The tiger.
It's called Death and Axes.
Oh. I can't hear it because
Used to be Bergour's theme, too. Now, it is swords. All right, so, guys, anything else you guys... Oh, here, let me move you over, and I'll let you reconnoiter the camp here. Do I have everyone marked here? Let's see. Okay. Guys. Go. And I gotta give Pine Stalker sight as well, too, I guess. Okay, so, you guys in the bottom right corner again. Or, sorry, bottom left corner.
Look out, it's a pit.
So, fortunately, the damage between the structural loss from the pit and the fallen stars have destroyed or at least damaged the two towers. Those remain inoperable. But you can see that there's a massive group of gnolls that is clustered around the remaining one. Let's see here. And you can see the gnolls with the red dots on them. Those are the ones that you guys have flagged as being different. Please feel free to move yourself around to get a full view of what you're facing.
So, yeah. Druin's idea was to hit them from the other side, but...
You can move yourself over there.
Was there... Right, the tree line is only on this side, right? Because the other side is just open cliff,
Oh, right.
isn't it?
No.
From the drawing.
No, this is the cliff. on
No,
this side.
but the cliff goes both ways, right?
Oh, I see. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
On the
That they're...
drawing.
Let's see here.
So
think
I'm guessing that the cliff isn't like right here.
No,
at
it's
the
but
edge,
but you're right.
There's no
there's
trees
that
coming up to.
yeah. There's that
side.
cleft. Or is it here?
Right.
Featherfall?
So going that way would have been easy to spot us if we're trying to sneak along the edge of the cliff.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, because the eastern side of the camp will be flat right up until that cleft in the side of the cliff there. I keep figuring I need to load that to the red bubble store too. I don't know if anyone would want that, but might as well have it up there. Okay, then I guess it's the question of whether you're coming from the north or the west. They seem remarkably disorganized as well, too. What are you guys thinking? What are you seeing here?
Well,
Are there still 3 towers or just the one?
Well, there's 2 that are damaged and the one that is.
Yeah. They're not clustering around. They're around in the area. All those gnolls that are around the edge there, they seem all to be armed with those gnollish bows. and there are like the same rope sort of apparatus with a big stake kind of stuck in the ground to allow them to lean over the side.
That's these guys here.
Yeah. They're sort of like operating in teams of 2. There's gnolls that have the like rope tied around their waist, and there's others that seem to be sort of monitoring the side. It looks like there are other gnolls getting ready to rappel down without the benefit of the platform. They seem to be struggling to get that one platform going because of the amount of gnolls they've loaded onto it.
Sounds like we should load it up with some extra weight. Like the platform. Drop the tower on it. Alright, let's do this. Dwarven phalanx.
Okay, what's the plan before we start so that we don't have any weird miscommunication?
The
Move
noise,
forward,
just for you guys as well too, the noise of the collected gnolls down there is, imagine sticking a bunch of pissed off feral dogs in the pitch of a soccer stadium. That's the amount of fucking noise you've got from down there. So yeah, whatever else you guys may do, you may be spotted by other things, but it would be difficult for that group to hear, which is part of the reason they're having difficulty getting everyone organized here.
We want to try and sneak around the other side. It's way closer to the tower.
So I see 2 of these kind of cloaked ones. Is that accurate?
Yes.
Yep. All right. I don't see the big one in plate armor anywhere, at least from where I am, but I haven't moved that much, so let me do that real quick and see if I can spot him.
Okay.
Dwarven recon.
I imagine it's more like the Eric Kokrav told us what's going
Yeah, probably.
Mm.
on. Dwarven recon.
The 3 gases.
Ooh, Druin's getting dangerously close. That's bold choice.
I was doing that so I don't have to scroll less. I should probably just back out on the map a little bit. That would make sense.
Mm.
Hey, I can see all the way across.
Yeah,
Like,
when you
scroll
zoom
bar.
out, it makes it a lot easier, even with the, what do you call it? The line of sight stuff. Bergour, were you able to spot him?
I did not see the one in plate anywhere.
Oh, yeah, you know what? Your line of sight's... I didn't intend this, but for where he is, I think... Yeah, it's because of all those damn tents that are in the encampment.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, shit. I'm trying to see if there is a vantage for where you might spot him, but I don't think... no, there's
He's a
not
sneaky
really.
bastard.
Dwarven recon unsuccessful.
Mm. I mean, these guys are all jostling around and moving and shouting and stuff like that, so it's probably... you know what? Let me do this here. Just so you can see where he is. Boom. Boom. Can you see him now?
Okay.
Mm.
He's sort of moving around here and bossing everyone around. And then he's gone. He's like Kaiser Soze. Whew. Okay.
What do you guys think? Move around. We hit him from here.
So what like actual resources do we have in terms of taking down the tower? Because Elanion's tapped out for his daily spells, right?
Pretty much, but I have the wand that has a dig spell, which is very similar to Pit. It's even
Okay.
better than Pit. And then we also have the array of the wand of burdening, which can increase the weight.
So that's sort of our goal, is to get you. Seems like our goal then is to get Elanion close enough that he can use dig underneath the.
Yeah, it's 90 feet.
Unless
though.
burdening is a better range.
Nope, they're both the same.
Okay, so then I think then we have to get Elanion to about here so that he can use dig underneath the tower to hopefully topple it.
Unless we come around the other side with like a spider climb or something.
Well, even if we don't have spider climb, there's
I do though. Is what I'm saying. I cast spider climb and I go outside of the range of their vision, and kind of sneak in. You guys try and take out one of those leaders there or something.
so we hit these guys on the left. You take care of the tower from the cliffs or from somewhere up
Maybe.
there, right?
Maybe. Or if you, what do you think about that?
Well, it works for me. You just gotta be careful.
Which direction is the wind?
Good
blowing
question.
right now?
Let's see here.
Oh,
1, 2, 3. You know, it's coming from the east. You guys will be completely concealed.
Okay.
On this side, at least. Does not help with, you know, you guys being downwind of a gnoll camp, but...
Yeah, but...
Constitution checks, everyone.
Yeah, really. What you need to do is grab every single one of those gnolls and rub their nose in it and say no.
Bad gnolls.
Positive reinforcement does very little with gnolls.
Little dab of fish oil under our noses, because that's less disgusting.
My dark master is underground. The campaign takes a sudden turn. What are you guys planning on doing in here? We got Elanion is your artillery, I suppose. Now, in fairness to Elanion, you guys may have been accounting for this, but those archers are keeping an eye over the side for the Aarakocras, just like they've been doing from day one. They've been trying to keep an eye out to take pot shots at them if it's available. That doesn't mean they're guaranteed to spot you, because they are gnolls and they do have difficulty staying on task sometimes, but it is a risk.
I hate to split the party, but I think I like the idea of you guys attacking from the side, and then I can use spider climb to come from the side and then actually just focus right on the tower.
Well, but
and then get away.
But the gnolls, right? The gnolls looking over this cliffside would spot you then, right? Because you're not invisible.
Not if I come from over here.
Oh, you mean walk all the way around, essentially, and then spider climb down and then over. Okay.
Spider climb along the wall, yeah, because they're not going to be looking. They're looking down here, right?
Yeah. So you
They're
mean
not
like
gonna be
where
looking
the
over here? I'm going to be coming around that edge, yeah, around the corner.
Yep.
Is my thought.
Yeah.
Get within 90 feet.
Now the edge is
like
still
it.
the map. Like the edge is not like right away from there. It's probably another 50 feet or 60 feet away. So you would
I got
be
that rock there I can hide behind and such.
okay.
That's my thought anyway.
Okay.
If
So-
something bad happens, I'm jumping off, hoping a couple of Aarakocra will catch me.
To help as well, too, guys, there is a single thick, just like a trebuchet. There's a single thick rope that is supporting that platform. It's a big, you know, bound bit of twine, or not twine, whatever the hell their rope is made out of. So it's not something that would be like snapped with an arrow, but that would be that might be a vulnerable point as well.
Don't get blade barrier just yet.
Right.
Yeah, I don't get blade barrier till level 15, so it's going to take a while till we.
This is weak, guys. Let's go back to training.
All right. And it's daylight still, I'm assuming.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Cloudless sky.
So are you going to do something to let us know when to attack? Because you're going to be on the far side.
We'll just time it.
So
When pits start
Again-
appearing, attack.
there's you're gonna have to cover about what is that, 10, 20, 30. You have to cover about 80 feet of open ground between when you're coming up. Elaine, if what your plan is to get up and run over to that rock, that's a lot of open ground you're covering, and there's a lot of potential gnoll eyeballs.
There's also an elf with no armor. Does that help at all?
Have they moved the thing yet to get it into position or no?
It's already, yeah, it's in position. It's steady, and what they're struggling with right now is trying to get that platform moving. It seems like they're overloading the amount of gnolls that are on there, and those what do you call it, robed guys. Here we go. Where are you here? The bone grinders. These guys. They seem to be going around getting ready to do something. Because they're sort of getting everyone ratcheted up, and it's the big guy, the Packmaster. That seems to be the one who is in charge.
So in our party loot, there were 3 arcane scrolls.
Yep. They are scrolls of...
Yeah, I know what they are. What I want to know is what level of casting are they?
Minimum casting.
What level?
Yeah, whatever the minimum is to cast those spells, assume it's that.
So if it's a first level spell, it would just be a
first level. Yeah.
How could you can't even write a scroll at first level, can you?
Mysteries of magic. What are you gonna know?
So I read the spell description of Charm Person again.
Yep.
Because that's the spell that my helmet basically works on.
Yep.
And it says humanoid, man-sized or smaller, but specifically calls out gnolls as an example. Will it work on gnolls or won't it?
Yeah. If it says
Okay.
it'll work on gnolls, then yeah.
Okay. Just because I figured because they're larger than man-sized.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah. Okay. So, with that in mind, I can, from 360 feet away, charm one of these guys. Only one, but what I'm thinking is that if we can get into a position like, say, here, where the leader, if he comes back into view, like walking this way,
Yep.
I could charm him to follow me into battle, and I'm not entirely sure what he would do with that kind of charming, but I assume he would start fighting some gnolls if we're fighting gnolls.
Yep.
And that would probably throw them into disarray.
If the way your thing works is it gets people to join you in battle. So if you're in battle, then yeah, they'll join you in battle. Was it the duration of your helm is different from the charm person though, isn't it?
I don't.
A helm of command,
so,
isn't it?
But it can cast once per day, but it doesn't say anything about. We didn't find out.
Oh, sure.
I didn't write down anything about.
It may very well be. I can't remember offhand. Here.
Because the charm person duration is ridiculous.
Oh yeah, no, charm in old school is huge. Okay. Where is it here? Okay, here we go. No, it's a charm thing. They are noticeable by their glowing purple eyes, though.
Okay. So
Charm-
I can't do it secretly, but
If they
we
fail,
have to be in battle anyway.
yeah, it'll be apparent that they're under some kind of malign control. But failure means it can only be broken by dispel magic or limited wish. Yeah.
Wow.
They follow the orders of the helm wearer without question and with no thought of their former life.
All henchmen for life.
Mm-hmm.
Ready. Okay.
So
I have two command spells plus 2 scrolls that have command on it. So if I can just keep making rolls, gnolls run away, and
Okay.
hold person, and
okay. So what are we thinking then, guys? What is the? Where will you be when things start kicking off? Do you have your plan in place now?
I think
I'm
we.
just gonna fire like an arrow straight up when I do. You guys start, and then I'm gonna use that as a distraction to run up there to get close enough.
Do you guys want to try and get in closer, or than the tree line?
How far? The tree line's another 50 feet.
50
right?
feet, yeah. So it's only about
Yeah.
80 feet to get from the tree line to the edge of the battlements. You may notice as well, too, that it does appear that there's less people on watch right now than what there has been.
Yeah, up top there's like nobody up.
At the gate, there's almost no one. Yeah, that's dramatically decreased, but even along the sides, there's less gnolls and hyenas keeping watch. Everybody has been called on deck. Plus, you killed a bunch of them, too.
Kill them all and cleanse and sort them out.
So, remind me, so, if Elanian's coming up the far side, how are you guys planning on coordinating that?
He was going to shoot an arrow up, so we'll have somebody watching the skies. When you see his arrow, then that's our signal to move in and start attacking. When
Okay.
he
How about
hears
this
that-
instead? I got another idea. When you hear the sound of the wolf,
That will be difficult with, 80 gnolls making all that noise. They may not hear it. Just,
even with audible glamour,
what's the range of audible glamour? Yeah.
I was going to say, we could just tackle
210 feet.
Yeah, so if you're relying on them distinguishing between that and, yeah.
What about a bird sound, like an Aarakocra sound?
Well, and it's a matter of like hearing it over the chaos, right?
Yeah, like I
Yeah.
described them, remember, like it's a, 80 or whatever angry wild dogs all making noise in a confined area.
Yeah, that's not right. We'll just count to 300, 1,000s, and then when we get to that, you better be ready.
Okay. So,
Or are you going to shoot the arrow like you said before? I think that's
Okay.
what-
We could use a trigger of something they're doing.
and so it's going to be a matter of chance here, but I just want to reiterate again, it's like 80 feet of open ground that Elanion has to cover. And yeah, there's a rock that's not far away from the camp that he's going to get behind, but there's really nothing to get behind between the side there. So it means that there's a potential for the gnolls. Their attention is focused elsewhere. But I just want you to make sure you're aware of the layout of the place and the potential consequence. If things go sideways and you have everyone going to Elanion, what is the plan then? Your characters would have had a chance to think about that, so...
Can Freewind just not watch for Elanion and then come let us know? He's invisible.
Yeah.
He can just fly
Sure.
around, and then when Elanion's in position, he flies back and tells us. We launch
So-
our attack.
Remember as well that Spider Climb has a very limited duration as well, too. It's like, I can't remember, like 3+ year
Round, I
level?
think.
6 rounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's like a
For
minute's
sure.
worth of Spider Climb you got access to. Now, do you have anything that will conceal Elanion?
Nothing other than my elfiness.
No,
Yeah.
No armor?
I don't know.
I don't have anything. No.
Okay. So then, guys, is that what the plan is going to be? Are we going to start rolling some dice now? That Elanion's...
well.
Okay, so... Elanion,
Do I feel
I-
like there's no way that I could?
I just, the thing I'm struggling with is figure there's 50 feet from the edge of the tree to get, like, let's say you can get onto the side of the cliff, no problem, immediately cast Spider Climb and then start booking it as fast as you can. The movement for Spider Climb is 20, isn't it? It's at 6, isn't it? The move is 6?
I don't know.
So I thought it was 20 feet per round.
Yep, 6.
Okay, so it's 20 feet per round, which means you've got 120 feet worth of movement on the spider climb before it cacks out. Now, you can try and climb along the side without having to worry about spider climb, because remember, you got 40% chance of success. There's some handholds along here as well, so you've got a decent chance of kind of shimmying along. But you know that what you might find is yourself, you know, on the side of the cliff and no way to advance. You could have Featherfall keeping, not Featherfall, 3-Wind keeping an eye on you, and like, you know, if you run into trouble or whatnot, be able to let everyone else know. But you're putting your mage out on the far side of an enemy encampment. Yeah, if...
To be clear, he's putting himself out.
Yeah, true.
Well, I just don't really see how we're going to be successful against 60 gnolls, 70 gnolls without it, to be honest. We're not going to be able to fight our way there. We saw how fast that it closed on us before.
Yeah. No, I think that was a fairly good assumption.
Okay.
And as long as you
Someone
get
else
one,
has another idea.
as long as you get one spell off and it takes that tower off, and you can book her.
Or I don't know if I will. There's a lot of ifs there, Dave.
Dig, you said, is
Yeah.
a 30-foot area, though, right?
30 cubic feet.
30 cubic... Okay, so 30 cubic feet is what? 30 by 10 by 10? Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's... If you did it lengthwise, then yeah. I mean, that might do a lot of damage to it. Yeah.
Like, cover all the way across.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Especially with all
And
the
I mean,
gnolls.
it's also the spell. It's the wand, so it's not like I can only do it once. I can do it.
There
Every
and then
round.
there and
Yeah.
then there.
All right,
I
so...
think if you can climb and get there, you can keep the spider climb for like disappearing over the cliff.
Yeah.
Okay. So once we get... all right, so when are you guys jumping into... to the actual... Like, when are you guys jumping in? What's the signal? If it's not going to be a wolf call or an arrow shot in the sky or whatnot, are you just watching to see when the pit shows up?
The invisible Aarakocra dude?
Yeah,
Who's
3-Wind
gonna-
gonna come out. No one
3-Wind will tell us when Elanion's in
Either-
position.
Okay.
or in trouble.
Yeah, you guys
I'm
will...
waiting for them to hopefully distract these guys.
Right, but he'll tell us when you're in position, and then
Yes.
we'll launch our assault. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
in position
So we-
on the side of the cliff, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's badass.
Yeah,
Okay.
like hanging, fingers at the edge, ready to pull himself up. I assume 3-Wind up top,
Yep.
and 3-Wind will come fly over to us and say,
He's
"Time
in
to go."
position. Okay. Yeah, I love that. Because if that's what you guys are doing, then that's going to make it... Basically, no one will be... if you're going to draw the attention of the gnolls, the one thing that they are, definitely guilty of is being singularly focused. That will draw most, if not all, of the eyes away from Elanion, so he could safely run over to that rock and get that spell going. If you can cast Dig back to back as well, too, that's going to automatically destroy that thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
And everybody on it.
Okay. So then, Elanion gets his way over to the far side through the trees. He then makes his way over to the side of the cliff. Is your plan to cast... Does Spider Climb have a somatic component?
Verbal, you mean?
No, somatic is what I'm concerned. I want to know if you can cast it while you're on the side of the cliff.
It does have a somatic.
Oh, fuck.
I think it's eating a spider.
Yeah, I think that's what John's mentioned before. Okay, so then I guess you're going to have to use the Spider Climb to start with, which would get you... You said you have 6 rounds of Spider Climb?
7.
7 rounds. Okay, so that gets you 140 feet. So let's assume that you're able to get from right to the top here. Let's see how far you can get down before you're going to have to start grabbing to the side yourself. Where's my measuring thing here? Okay, come on. Oh, fuck, that's... Eesh. Alright, so you can get to there. That's even with that gnoll right there. So, from that point down to... It's another...
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're going all the way up there.
Yeah, so that's from the point that you can get to where your spider climb fails until the side there is 280 feet. Okay, then. So you're getting along here. You get to the side. Spider climb will fail. Let's have a climb check. You got no encumbrance on you. You got no bad armor on you. You're not a gnome or a halfling or anything like that. So you don't have mountaineering as a skill, right?
No.
No. Okay, so then your total is a 60% chance. Go ahead and give us a roll here. Nice! Excellent. That's going to get you... I'll say to the edge of the cliff. So you're at the edge down here. Now it's a matter of making sure you've got enough handholds to get to the top. We have 1 point of astonishing fortune left, yes?
We do.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay. Then Elanion, and you can picture that what's going through Elanion's mind as he's scrambling along this thing, looking down and seeing the progressively deeper and deeper, cliff face behind him. The further he gets to his left, the far longer that cliff is. The wind's whipping along, trying to rip him off the side. His cloak is whipping in the wind like a flag.
I mean, he obviously is a very focused and determined individual.
Yeah.
I think there's a bit of fatalism that we've all taken for this particular mission, but he doesn't feel like this is the place where he will fail. It might be afterwards and after he's done his deed, but he has little doubt that he would succeed at this.
Does it play in his mind at all that he's relying on his favored element to keep him safe from his opposed
that's
element?
True. I mean, there is something there, of the solidity of the earth beneath his fingers for sure.
And if air is his opposed element too, that's what's trying to cast him off his cliff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. So we see in the film version, of course, it would pan way the fuck back, and we see his tiny little Elanion making his way slowly along, foot by foot along here, handhold by handhold. The rest of you guys are sitting, in your camp, waiting for this invisible Aarakocra to arrive and let you know that he has arrived safely too. You can probably hear the beating of the wings behind you, but he's keeping a distinct distance from you, Elanion. In the event that you do lose your grip, he is going to try and save you, but they're a lot smaller than you, so at best what he might be able to do is help cushion your fall. But you can hear him behind you nonetheless. Elanion, you reach the point, and you hear kind of the cry in that bird-like language that lets you know that you're at the point you need to be trying to make your way up. So now's the time. Give us another climbing check to get yourself right up to the edge there.
We went from 60 to 30% on the second roll, boys.
No, you're still at 60. No.
Well, I mean, as soon as you make 2 rolls, you cut it in half.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah, so we were at 60 before, now we're at...
So what is... You want to give us a narration of him making his way up those 40 feet of the cliff face? That's a narrow success.
I thought the way those successes worked, they're like Price is Right.
Yeah, that's true. No, it's amazing. So what do we
this
see?
Is like amazing success.
Is he just doing that, tipping up and grabbing the next side and whoop?
It almost seems like the earth is molding beneath his hands and creating outcroppings wherever he goes to reach for.
Yeah, love it. So you get yourself up to the top. You can, even over the sound of the blowing wind, you can hear the sound now clearly of that massive group of gnolls making all this fucking noise and whatnot. You hear the sound of the
gnarled wood gripped in his teeth, his wand there.
Yeah, love it. All right, so we cut then. So the invisible Aarakocra makes its way over. The rest of you guys have been waiting for probably, 15 minutes. It's been at least a half hour since Elanion's gone to make his way over to the far side and keep going. And you hear the sound of something moving through the bushes behind you. You all sort of look behind, and what you see, the things kind of part, and there's nothing standing there. But something squawks, and then Serene turns to you and says, "He is in place." So, guys, we're now turning our attention to the rest of the party. You have, let me zoom in here. Elanion, I'm going to put you on the far side of the map here just to get you in place. Sorry, Elanion. Oh, I'm the wrong thing here. Oh, are you already over there, Elanion?
I don't know.
Where's your token? Did I lose your token altogether?
He's right over here.
He's over here, top left,
No, where is he?
or
Oh, there he is. Okay, let me move him over.
middle left.
Yeah, let me move him over here. Boom, you're in a tent.
I like these areas.
And
This
you were
tent
out
is
of a tent.
nice.
Okay, here we go. So I'll put you on
Dang
the
it, already kicked out of the tent.
Yeah. All right. So you're over there, and then the rest of our heroes. So you're in place. Where do you want Three-Win to go? Back to Elanion?
I think
Yeah,
back to
so-
Elanion to make sure that Elanion knows that we're going, because if the sort of with the amount of chaos, right, it may not be clear to him when we have actually gone without Three-Win.
Okay. Three-Win says it'll take a matter of minutes for him to get over there. So once you get a couple minutes, he flaps over, and Elanion, you hear after what feels like an eternity. Your arms are starting to ache. You're sure that at any point a big disgusting gnoll head's going to look over the side down at you and find you there. But you hear the sound of beating wings return. You can't see anything, and you hear the squawk that tells you your allies will be creating their distraction. So the rest of you guys, what's the plan here?
I think we're gonna sneak forward.
Okay. So the difficulty is it is in the middle of the day. You got two guys who are, well, yeah, one guy. One of them is more interested in what's going on in the camp. Let's see here. So you guys can see beyond the palisades there is one gnoll right here who seems to be keeping an eye idly every now and then on the trees. There's another one up there. Okay.
I got those two over there.
Is this where you guys plan on being? Like when you're coming out from? Is right on the near the edge of the cliff there?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys get to basically this spot. Now, hold on. Last time what you did was you used the advantage of the ramparts to sort of prevent being spotted by these things over here. Is that the plan again?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just going to
Move underneath them.
Sure. So let me just move you up here. That way there's no line of sight from those ones that are on the edge. And I can tell you guys, you make it all the way there, and you've not been spotted. You can smell the gnoll 20 feet or 30 feet away from you right now. What do you guys do next?
Dave got kicked from the hangout.
Oh, okay, hold up. Think I got that? Yeah, there we go.
And he was our caller, so, we have to wait for him.
Of course. Give me 2 seconds here. I gotta run to the washroom quickly here. So give me 2 seconds. Here. I'll be right back.
I think Calidor should have said something inspiring to us before we advanced on the camp.
It
Yeah,
wasn't
don't
very
fuck up.
inspiring last time. It was a little dark.
This could be our end. Make it count.
Everybody only has to kill. I'm having trouble counting high enough, but there's a
Yeah.
limit to the number of gnolls.
Everybody only has to kill
One boss.
15 gnolls, and we've got this, friends.
If we each kill one boss, we're good.
You're not just fighting for yourselves, you're fighting for the legacy of these strange, unknown Aarakocra. And it's not just for them, it's for their forefathers and all those who would come after a batch of hatchlings that we could eat later if we fried them up. Sorry.
Okay.
Just
I had a washroom thought too. You know what I think I'd let you do, Arlen? I wouldn't let you with a medium-sized weapon or larger. You wouldn't be able to attack with a full weapon, but I'll let you do a pummel strike
Okay.
instead, and you would to be able to, if you're specialized in it, I'll let you apply that bonus as well too, because it's all sorts of fighting with it.
Yeah. That sounds good.
Yeah, it wouldn't do as much damage, but it's something to like rather than like having you could drop and draw the dagger instead, but that way you've got.
Dagger's too much weight.
I love it.
Oh, I gotta cut my hair. I'm encumbered.
Yeah,
It's basically where Bergour is. Thinking about trimming the beard because when it gets wet, it's too much weight for him to carry.
I can't wait to have him get hit with like a chill touch or something like that, instead of like, fuck, I can't carry anything. All right, guys. So what?
Enfeeblement.
Yes, Dave, you are back now.
Yeah.
Excellent. What are you guys doing?
Druin's like, I can hold these two that are
Yeah, hold on.
no,
I think.
on the way in. Before we even get to this point, I can hold these two buggers.
Yeah, but they'll hear you, right?
They will, but if they can't talk or move, I'll have to...
Right, so if it works, it's good. If it fails, we're alerted.
Yeah. Or I wait until they catch wind of us and cast it then. Why don't we move as far as we can, and I'll watch these two guys, and if I notice they're noticing us, I cast Hold Person.
You cast quick.
Okay.
I'm going to wait until, as we're moving, I'm going to cast Hold Person on these guys if I notice that they're looking at us,
Okay.
like they spot us.
So the palisades themselves go up about like 5 feet. So long as you dwarves are definitely concealed by this. They genuinely cannot see you. They don't. Yeah, like now that you're there, they can't see it in the same way that the ones that are further south there, they can't see you either. Let me move. So I was moved. These guys are victims of being moved in a group. So that one was not standing in the palisade. He's there.
All right, so we're gonna come around the corner.
Okay.
I guess we're moving at dwarf speed if we want to maintain formation.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. You want Bergour to go first?
Sure.
He's at the front. All right. 1, 2.
You can
And
move one
then-
more south, couldn't you? You got 4 in total, right? Or you
Oh,
wanna
right, because we're walking speed, but we're
Yeah.
yeah. I
Bring the
can
others
move
up.
one here.
Yep. You
All
can
right,
even move
and then
one.
Jeff.
Oh, go ahead.
Jeff, do you want Pine Collar or Serene?
Oh, it doesn't matter to me.
Okay, I will take Pine Collar.
Pine Stalker.
Pine Stalker. Sorry.
This is why I won't talk to you. Also,
I
he
know.
doesn't speak common, so. Now, Pine Stalker, if you choose to bring him out, he can be airborne as well, too. I don't have enough map to have him on there, but we can just track how far off he is. Remember, he can fly off of the map. His move is effectively a 12. Or a 12 squares. Let me think, 36 divided by 3 is 12 times
13.
120 feet.
Oh, you're right.
So that's is that right? No, that's not right. 12 to 120. No, that's right. Because you guys are normally 8. So 120 feet is 24 squares. Is his full move. 12 is his half move when he's airborne.
Yeah, but I think his job is to I think he's on the ground with us, because his job is, if things go south, he's going to hop off the side of the cliff and try to get into the caves and let them know that we failed and they're all about to die, I guess. But,
Okay.
There might be some dying involved.
I think they move at dwarf speed. Yeah, they're gonna. So he moves at dwarf speed on the ground.
Okay. So yeah, then he's just with our crew.
Your merry band. All right. So then, guys, that was first round. None of them have spotted you. Go ahead and make another move. And Feather, I'm picturing that Three Wind is flying up, keeping an eye on our allies, so he can come down and tell you when it's time to go, Elanion. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I've got 1, 2. For whatever reason, guys, this one down here on the edge of the cliff, spare to look back, maybe to look at that hyena behind him, maybe because he got a fly on him, who knows why. But he's spared to look back, and he's seen you. You can see the reaction that's happening here. I'm going to roll for surprise for him, and would you guys roll surprise for me too, please? You guys pick amongst you who wants to roll. He is surprised, so he is not going to act this round. Who's rolling for surprise for you guys?
Not me.
Not me. That's fine.
I rolled like
It's a
I rolled a
D10,
2
right?
and I rolled a 2.
I think
and
Hobbs should do it since Elanion's in the riskiest position.
Sure.
Hobbs isn't in the group.
Yeah, Hobbs, you've been nominated.
Yeah,
Give
but
And
that's
Hobbs
why
isn't
it's-
one of us, so we don't have somebody easy to blame.
a D10 roll, please.
Gotcha.
Oh no!
Fuck. So there's a moment where you're all sort of looking at each other, trying to figure out whether that happened or not. And now we will roll initiative. We'll spring into action. I think, Jeff, you're still rolling initiative for us. So here we go. Oh, so this one is acting on an 8. Interesting. So what were you guys doing on this first round here?
Jeff rolled a 2 for us.
You
Yeah.
did, yeah. So, and I think that Druin, you had awesome.
And Soccer has a +3 longbow, right, Dave?
Yeah.
So
All
you actually
right.
4 then, I guess. Jeez.
So
Yeah. he's down.
longbow on an 8, it's down to a 5 is a 7.
Is it a longbow or composite longbow?
I just put longbow. I don't know if it was a.
Okay, hold on. I think that's it's. Oh. I'll find the thing in here. Yep. Because I think that it might be composite. I think it. Which number is this? 2, number 3.
Yeah, I can scratch it off on the
Yeah, hold on here.
pigment here with.
Yeah, I think it's a pigment. There we go. No, longbow. You're right. Yeah, longbow +3, AC 4.
All right, Pine
Okay.
Stalker's on a 7.
Awesome. Okay, then first up, I'm not until an 8. So this thing is standing stunned. Bergour, what are you doing first?
I'm
Alright.
just moving up.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. Then it is Druin, Axebrother, and Pine Stalker. What are you guys doing?
Half combat move
Okay.
and calling upon the powers of Clangadin for a whole person right there.
Awesome. Now, do they get a saving throw? I'm trying to remember.
Yes.
-2,
I think.
And Dave has to roll a 1d4, right?
Oh, it's.
for
I think
how
it's
many
minus
attacks.
1 because he's targeting 2 things, right? Very nice.
I think it's -4 if he does one. But don't listen to me because I've been.
Yeah, I think it's. You're constantly giving us through the lens of. That's how it works in
Yeah,
OSE.
only 2 people being expelled. Each rolls a saving throw with a -1 penalty.
-1. I thought so. Okay. All right. So let's see here. That means they're saved. Okay. They need a 17 or higher to do this. I rolled a 4 and an 8. Both of them are locked in place. Okay, and because of the ambient noise, the rest of the gnolls hear nothing. They cannot hear your somatic components and whatever. Let's put a little net on these guys to have them locked in place.
A little shout out to Will, who's not here today, but thanks for pointing out that gnolls can be affected by this spell. Thanks, Chael.
Excellent. Pinestalker's action was simultaneous. What was Pinestalker's action?
Pinestalker was going to shoot.
Go ahead.
All right. He's going to shoot at the one that saw us. /R 1d20. Do you want me to add the +3 for the bow, or are you just going to calculate it in?
Yeah, add the +3.
All right.
He's 7th level ranger. He's got a THACO of 14. Holy shit. AC 1, yeah, that fucking hits.
All right, and then it's 1d8
+3.
3. Help if I type /R.
It can't scream. It can't make
And
any
points of
noise.
damage.
9. So, nearly. This arrow is sticking through this thing's neck. He's not dead, but like you can see this. You know, the jugular is cut. He is definitely dying, but because he's still alive, he's rigidly locked in place, turning back, looking at you guys, watching his lifeblood spill out on the ground. I'm gonna roll a scent. The hyena, on its action, will move over and start lapping the blood. Oh, God.
We play a serious game here on the channel, Kevin? I don't know what sort of game you're playing.
I don't know. For those who are dog owners, they will know as soon as any shit spills on the ground, that dog is there in a second. So this is no different.
Especially your own shit.
Yeah. All right. So then we still have Calidor left to go. What was Calidor doing?
Well, he was also gonna loose an arrow at that guy. So.
But so now you could change your action because the only reason
now
I made...
I've seen what's happened. Yeah. Okay. So he just puts his bow back down.
Okay, and then Serene, I guess, does the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So then, guys, it appears that you've controlled, and then the hyena, you know, sort of like over the course of the round, slowly makes its way over and starts sniffing and then licking at the sprayed blood.
If they were going to shoot, do they still have the opportunity to do like half combat move?
Absolutely,
or,
yeah. They can still do a half combat move.
So they're not like.
Pinestalker's a ranger now, so he can do a half combat move too, right? Even when shooting.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. He's gonna move up a little bit.
Okay. Serene could half combat move as well. So could Calidor. All right, I'll take the dots off these other guys here. All right, so then, guys, once you finish your move, let me know. And we'll move on to the next round. Okay. Then, guys, next round. Go ahead and make your... Oh, here, let me make a check here. Actually, they can't... Yeah, I think you guys can see 3 there, right? Let's see these guys. All right, 1, 2, 3. Let's see which one. The one right here, guys. Whether it's the sound you're making or the sound of that bow going off, one of them kind of looks forward. You do not have to roll for surprise right now, but I will roll surprise for him. Let's see here. He is not surprised. So, then, guys, let's roll some initiative again. So, Jeff, you're still winning? Yeah, you're still kicking ass with initiative. So, Jeffrey. Whoopsies. Whoa. Beat my 3, please.
Ooh, tough one.
Oh!
Yeah, well, when you're going to fail, you might as well fail.
Absolutely. Okay, everyone put down what your action would be, knowing that this guy spotted you. Now, hold on. I'm actually going to...
I can't remember.
I'm making a morale check for this guy. You guys have become legendarily dangerous adversaries. So let's see how this guy reacts to seeing you guys. Okay, actually, he's been eager to get revenge on you. So what he does...
Killed his favorite hyena.
Exactly. And I think the reason this guy went forward is because that stupid hyena went forward and was lapping blood. That's why he stepped forward and noticed you guys. So what his action is going to be is to start screaming out and try and call. Now, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4... I've got a couple things around there. Let's see what might hear him. I'm going to make it... Now, he's going to be easier to hear than the others. 2 of them do hear. And I'm going to say it's the closest ones first. So there's 2 other ones that hear. He's screaming out and starting to move. Let's see if they're able to act this round. They are. He's just moving towards you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's got a spear and a shield in his hand. These guys come down to see what's going on. I'm only going to give them half combat move. And they're moving towards you. Otherwise, the rest do not seem to be moving towards you guys. Next up is Bergour on a 10. What are you doing, Bergour?
All right, Bergour is... Give me a second. Oh, because I got the wrong thing selected. All right, Bergour is stepping over to the side to try to establish visual contact with the big one. And he gets to about there, and he can sort of see a little bit of the token, but I don't think he's got enough to actually cast Charm on him from there.
Which one is he trying to target here? This
that
big guy?
one.
This one here, the big guy?
No, the one in plate armor that's right here. The boss.
The boss in front of us. Where is he?
You can see just like a tiny bit of his feet.
Ooh. Yeah.
Yep.
But
Yep,
they're not
okay.
just stationary and camped. They're like walking around. Doing
Yeah.
stuff, right?
Yeah. So if he gets alerted and he starts moving out, I think I can get him. But right now I can't.
Can't see him. All right. I'm going to give him a 50% chance of walking that direction. He's pacing right now. So there's a 50% chance. Give me a roll. D6 on a 4 or 5. This round, he'll move down. Oh, shit. Is that bullshit in the video game where you're trying to get your ambush off and you're like, oh, fuck, he just walked around the corner. So he's pacing up, but he does seem to be, he is genuinely pacing, so I'll keep that in mind. All right, Bergour's gone. Calidor. Calidor, you're up next.
Okay. He's well, what I was doing was putting my bow away and taking my shield out.
Okay. So that's done. Then it is Druin Axebrother. What are you doing?
He going to move and throw a hand axe at this guy.
Okay.
On my sheet. There it is.
The one that's right in front there, you mean?
Terrible.
12. Yeah, so that goes wild, unfortunately. Then it is Pinestalker.
So we'll
Alright.
go back to battle axes after this.
Pinestalker's going to take a shot at the front one that's seen us.
Okay, go ahead. It's a hit again. I love being 7th level. Rolled hit points here. Okay. And enough. Another one down. Nice. Okay, and then Pinestalker can move if he wishes. Serene, I'm assuming he's acting at the same time as Pinestalker.
Oh, yeah. So she's firing her bow then.
Okay.
Well, but the guy drops, so.
But she can shoot at the next one. There's a couple moving
Yep,
now.
she can still do.
I guess she could shoot at this one, yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
and that's good enough. Excuse me.
So what's her roll? It's
1d8.
like 1d20.
I think it's 1d8. That was damage, so I'm looking at number 10. 1d20 plus 1.
Druin leans back to Pinestalker. I scared him with my hand axe, so he went right into your arrow.
13. That is a hit. Go ahead and roll damage. 1d8 plus 1.
Whoa, I'm on caps locks.
Yell it.
She's yelling her rolls into roll 20.
Okay. 4 points of damage. I don't think that's going to be enough to take him down. Oh, fuck, actually it is. That's what happens when you roll hit points each time. So, god dang. Okay, so fuck, you hit him. Down he goes. All right. Then it is. Let's see here. That is the end of the round, guys. Let's go into round 2 because we are actually in combat now. Jeffrey, you are still you lost the initiative. So
no, I lost big time.
Hobbs away. We'll pass over to Dave. Dave, would you kindly beat my 5? I know I said I blacklisted you, but we're giving you a second chance here. Come on.
Negative.
Oh, fuck. You'll never roll initiative in this town again. So okay. I'm acting on a 10, guys.
So my charm person thing, because it says it works on gnolls, will it work on one of these oversized ones?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, even though they're really big, they're still gnolls.
They're still all right. Yeah. So they're still okay.
You're just eager to get it going, right?
Well, I'm thinking Bergour knows he's got like one shot. The sooner he can get it off, the better, right?
Yep.
And if he doesn't have a clear shot to the big leader, he can at least get one of these big ones, and we know how dangerous they are.
They are.
So yeah, I think that's what I'm doing.
Awesome. All right. Yeah, and using. Oh boy, it's not the casting of the spell; it's using a magic item, which I. Yeah, which is actually faster. It's. Well, actually, I don't know if it's faster. Let's see here. It is. Miscellaneous magic is +3.
Okay, then that's 12.
Yeah, I mean, I rolled. I rolled a 5. Fuck. Okay, so then I'm rolling for this guy's screaming, trying to get more attention here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 that might hear. Let's see if any of them hear. Four of them here, which includes Biggin. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm just going to move them. They're only going to get combat move or half combat move to start moving in. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this guy.
This is part of the new shield wall. That giant gnoll.
Sure. Can I get into you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. One of them comes racing into you there, Druin.
Oh, good thing I brought up my battle axe.
I rolled a 19, so that is a hit. You take, let's see here, 2 points of damage. I think your DR absorbs that, doesn't it?
Yes.
Nice. So he gets you, but not a lot of damage. All right, then it is Bergour is up first. What are you doing, Bergour?
I am calling on the weird elven powers of my helm that I barely understand because it's weird elven shit, but I know that if I can lock eyes with this one, I can get him to follow me into battle.
Nice. So I think your eyes glow, and then you say a word in Elvish that you don't understand.
Yep.
But let's see if he understands. So his save is, let's see here. His save is a 14 or higher. I'm going to roll it in chat here. So 1, 2, 3. He fails!
Nice.
Nice. So let me do this here. I'm going to put Violet. Would you kindly give me a 4d8 roll, please?
Are 4d8.
Nice. He has 30 hit points.
That's awesome.
Controlled by, let's see here.
And if they run away from him thinking he's an ally, they get attack of opportunity.
And let's see here. Visible to everyone. Bottom overlapping. And he has sight. Okay. Boom. All right. So he's on, and he has reach as well too. Then he snarls. His eyes begin to stream this violet power. He is fully under your control now. Next is Pine Stalker at 14. What's he doing?
Oh, Pine Stalker. So Pine Stalker, I assume he can see the weird tower that I just displayed, so he's not going to attack that one.
Mhm.
He's going to go for this one that he already hit down here that's held because he doesn't like him.
Yep. Okay. Go ahead.
Who does?
Ooh,
I heard
no.
that was a really
No,
nice
he's
guy.
stationary, so that's a hit.
Oh,
Yeah. I mean, he's got a THACO of 14, so
oh, right. 'cause yeah.
14 plus 3 to hit, so he's got that hits like a -3 AC. Yeah, so that's a he and then drops down. Let's roll for some gnolls here. Let's see if any of them see that.
But
Is the one with the weird symbol?
None of the gnolls see it happen. Amazing. What was the question there, Calder?
The one with the little symbol on it is controlled, or the purple one?
Yeah, the one with the purple symbol, purple
This
dot on him.
purple one, I can move him around and.
Yeah.
Oh crap! That's the one you controlled. Oh,
Yep.
I thought
Yep.
it was the one with the little thing on it. Oh,
No.
wow.
Okay,
No, I got the big one.
then it
Yeah,
is
that's awesome.
Caldor. What are you doing?
Moving in to protect my friend Druin.
Okay,
Sir?
this isn't even round. Unless I forgot to turn it over. I don't think I did.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, that's not great.
Oh.
Then it is Druin Axebrother. What are you doing?
Swing.
Ugh. That is good. Second one hits. Go ahead and roll damage. Fucking hell, these gnolls. So this gnoll had 2 hit points. You killed the sickly brother of the tribe. Ah. He's got one eye that's completely cataract over. Most of his hair's all fallen out. Guys, we got fuck, and you cut him down.
Yeah, suck
mercilessly.
it, Knowles. Who's the alpha predator now?
Yeah.
Nice.
They're not over by the third tower because they're not really all that effective in battle, and they're stay
Yep.
away from the tower. Go do something else.
All right, so then we have, I think that's the end of the round. Serene would have acted as well too.
Oh, yeah, she could have shot, I guess.
Okay,
Move and shoot.
that's a big fat miss.
Oh, that's a terrible miss.
Is Pine Stalker moving?
He was just going to shoot a second time.
Yep. Go ahead and make your second shot.
At the other one that's held.
Sure. That's it. Serene gets a second shot as well too. Second volley. Okay. Let's see how many hit points this thing has. It's keeping with my rolling. No, that one's got a little more hit points. So it's hit, but not down. Okay. Let's see if that
Serene,
draws attention. Nope, still not the fucking gnolls. They're too intent on getting, like, they're all trying to fit, it's like a clown car, trying to fit them all on this platform. And they seem to be all intent on paying attention to that. That is a hit. Where was she shooting?
I think at the hyena at the bottom there.
Okay. Go ahead, make your, that is a hit. Go ahead and roll damage. Let's check the thing's hit points. 9 points of damage. So it isn't dead. Now, it is... that is the end of the round. Guys, we're on round 3. You have 2 gnolls that have heard you so far. And I think... Did you win initiative or lose initiative last time, Dave? Oh, you lost, Dave.
I lost.
Right, yeah. Okay, so Arlen, back to you. So
All
Arlen,
right.
would you kindly beat my 4? Nice. So I'm acting... some guy's moving on a 4.
Kev, these guys had dots on them before. Are they leaders of some kind? Or
No, they just had dots because I forgot to take them off from last time. You guys had affected them with some spells before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The same tokens from before. So.
What is the speed for my Gnoll using his weapon?
Noel using his weapon. It is a big fuck off halberd. So
Okay. Oh, well, I can look it up.
it's a 9.
9.
Yeah.
Excellent.
He does 2d6 plus 3 damage with that sucker.
Nice.
And his Thaco is... let's see here. Thaco is a 17, and he has a +1 to hit. And he is specialized in it as well. So you can...
And he likes to grapple sometimes.
Yeah. Or he attacks as if he has specialization. So, he loves grappling. Yeah, and he grapples doing 2d6 plus 3 control points. That's why I was grappling you guys so badly. Okay, so first up, I have some guys moving on a 4. So does Bergour. Bergour, what are you doing?
I am just getting my sword ready and taking... I guess I'm not taking a step. I'm just readying my sword if that hyena comes and tries to get me, because I really don't like them.
Oh, yeah, I guess that hyena does go now. He can get in for a charge on you, so he'll be acting on a 7. You get yourself ready there. Go ahead and take attack of opportunity with your big guy if you want.
All right. 1d20 plus 1.
Yeah, because these gnolls running right past him.
Nope.
Oh my god. But it's known now that he's attacking the gnoll. So,
yep.
Okay, so he's moving over to there. Let me spot check here. Actually, you know what? Here's the upside to gnolls. It's not unusual for the big ones to be picking on the small ones. It's not going to really draw attention.
He
That's
takes a
nice.
swing and it's like, that's normal.
Yeah. Okay, so then on a 7 is... a 6 is Calidor. What are you doing, Calidor?
Move up, I guess, and attack this guy.
Okay. Go ahead. Roll hit points for him. Okay, not a lot. Oh, big hit. Go ahead and roll damage. Remember, it's a large-sized creature.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm. He does not have a lot of hit points either. You do 6. Oh, yeah. Okay, so you race forward. Passing strike, and he goes down. Then it is Pine Stalker. Same time as the hyena. What's Pine Stalker doing?
Pine Stalker is going to shoot at the one he shot at last time.
Okay. Yep, go ahead.
Yeah.
That is a big hit. Go ahead and roll damage. Holy shit, okay. That gnoll is dead and collapses down, and you finally get the attention of the other gnolls. Okay.
I would say sorry, guys, but that's sort of our goal, isn't it, for Elanion?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Elanian's falling asleep on the cliff.
Okay, so they're all screaming. Let's roll for surprise for them, see if they're moving this round. They are not surprised. Actually, I'm going to let them start moving next round. Then it is... that was Pine Stalker. Then Druin, Axebrother. What are you doing?
Druin was going to move up and attack, but the guy's dead. So he's going to move up and 1, 2, and start putting his battle axes away.
Okay. Yep.
So
Okay.
put one of them away this round.
Yep. Okay. Then it is Gnoll, Giant Gnoll. What's Giant Gnoll doing?
Giant Gnoll, I assume, is able to move at least 4 squares and attack.
Yes. Yes, he can. He has a humanoid rate. So you can, or
Yeah.
human rate, so it moves 8.
A human rate. So yeah, he could walk over here and try to smack this guy.
Remember, he's got reach. He could attack from 5 away if you want.
Oh, you're right. He could walk over here and try
Yep.
to smack this guy.
Go ahead. I am
Not
gonna
like that.
I'm gonna effectively. Oh fuck! He is flat-footed, so he swings at him, and this gnoll. Let's make a morale check here. He may just think he's done something wrong. Yep, rolled a 17. So this gnoll is just like, fuck off! And he scrambles away over here, yipping and whining, thinking he's done something wrong. But again, it does not seem to draw any attention. You haven't drawn blood yet, but the rest of the ones down here, they are pissed off. All right, round... we have second volleys for anyone who has...
Oh, the
Yeah,
hyena
both
didn't
people.
move also.
Oh, right, I
Pine
gotta go...
Stalker,
Oh, I gotta go with my hyena. 1 sec here.
did Pine Stalker and Serene even shoot yet?
No,
Pine Stalker
Serene
shot
didn't
once,
shoot
Serene didn't shoot.
Okay. All right,
Yeah,
so this thing's running in. It is going to try and grapple again, because they're assholes.
Oh my god!
But I have
rolled
my
an-
ready to attack, right?
Sorry. Oh, yes, go ahead. That's a big miss with Serene. Go ahead and make your attack. Holy shit, nat 20. He genuinely hates these dogs or hyenas. 6 points of damage. Let's see how many hit points it's got.
It's already been hit once with an arrow.
It has, yep. That's what you do. How much did the arrow do on it? 4 points of damage, so that's actually enough to kill it. Nice. So it doesn't even get a chance to get at your legs. Hyena. Okay, then it is... the big guy's gone. This is not a specialized round. Second volley from Serene, second volley from Pinestalker, if they've got one.
Yeah.
Yep, go ahead.
Stalker.
Ooh, Serene.
Okay.
Nice.
Yes, that's a hit. 1d8 plus 1. Let's check his hit points. Nice, 7. Okay, he's not quite dead.
Right.
If Pinestalker hits him, then that'll be...
Not like that.
Not like that, he won't. No. Well, actually, hold on. Let's think here. He's got a 14 AC. It's 11 Thaco. That means that hits a armor class. No, it doesn't hit armor class. Well, it does armor class 5, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that hits AC 5. They have an AC 5. That actually hits.
2, 5 points.
5 points damage is enough to take him down. So it's hit once with Serene, hit with a second time. Oh, it's dead. All right, guys. Round quattro.
We're just going to step over the corpses and keep
And you're about to get your warning there. You're about to get called up to the game there, Elanion. So, Bergour, would you kindly beat my 6? Oh. 3. Nice. All right. Then I'm acting on a 6. Okay.
30 yards is about 90 feet.
90 feet. Yeah. Okay, 7.
What was our initiative? 3?
3, yeah.
3.
Okay. So, then, guys, first, mine is on a 6, so we got Bergour and Druin Axebrother first.
Okay. Druin moves 10 feet. Half combat move. Cast command on this guy. And it's flee.
Flee, okay. So then he will act on a 6. I'll put this down here so I know which one.
He drops and starts chewing at his own.
Yeah, he's scratching mine his ear.
He's scratching himself.
Okay. Let's see here. Then it is Bergour.
All right, Bergour stepping forward and readying his sword for any gnolls. He doesn't think they're going to be any, but you know how gnolls are. They're crafty.
Absolutely. They're tricky. Tricky suckers. Then it is Calidor. Oh, no, actually, I'm on a 6. Hold on. Calidor, so I'm going to move some gnolls here. First, the one who's fleeing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. He goes racing through camp, yipping and whining. That big one might have noticed something's going on here. Nope. He did not. The rest of these gnolls, though. Oh, boy. We got some gnolls making the run here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you guys can see... Oh, what's going on here? Which one is... Ah! Come on, gnolls. Dang it. They are making their way up here, guys. Whoa. Trying to get them all in a square here. Okay. And with them racing along here, I'm going to make a spot check for the rest of them, see if it draws more away. Let's see here. Okay, and then these guys are going to move down to here. These are all the ones that are fucking around with the platform that are coming over here now. Spot check for the boss. Nope. The rest of the guys. Yes! Elanion, you're getting the word. All the gnolls on the edge there, they're all making their way down here. It is Geo time. Then it is Calidor. What are you doing, Calidor?
Well, nobody's in range, so I'm just gonna move up here in front of Druin,
Okay.
protect them, or I might as well stand beside him.
Side him, okay. Then it's Pine Stalker.
All right, Pine Stalker's gonna step over to make sure he can see, and he's gonna shoot at this gnoll right on the edge.
Please do. And then Serene also attacks this round.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a hit. Go ahead and roll damage. 5 points of damage. Okay, so it's still got a fair amount left. Okay, Serene. Ugh, not good. Okay. Then it is Big Gnoll's turn. What's Big Gnoll doing?
Big gnoll can move 1, 2, 3, 4, and smack the one who should have run further when he had the chance.
Okay, go ahead and make your attack roll.
All right.
Go. This is a favored round too. Oh my god. So he swings and misses.
End of the round, he's going to get a chance.
Yep. Let's the rest of the gnolls are sensing something's up here now. Okay, 2 of them are screaming something out. And does Bossman finally fucking notice? Nope, does not. Bossman still just assuming this is normal gnoll bullshit. Then it is let's see here. He's gone, Gnoll's gone. Elanion, you've had a ready to action for the last like minute. What are you doing?
Making my run.
Okay, so you're getting up. You're on the edge, so you're about 50 feet off to the right now. Anyone have a second shot? I think Serene and Pine Stalker do.
And the big gnoll.
And the big gnolls also got, yep, second attack.
All right.
Come on.
I'm going to start typing who's doing what on my rolls.
Okay. Come on, big gnoll.
Gnoll.
Oh my god. So that's a miss again, and then Pine Stalker has his follow-up shot.
Pine Stalker.
Okay. That is a hit. Roll damage. This should be enough to take that guy down now. Yeah, oh yeah.
9 points.
3.
All right.
Yeah, well,
That is the end of the round, guys.
Champion of his people.
Round 5. Okay. Yeah,
He's already dropped 3.
Well, what's that, Dave?
Pine Stalker's dropped 3. He's like the champion of his people right now. He's gonna have stories. He lives here today. He'll have stories that will last for generations.
Oh yeah. He's become the embodiment of a legendary hero. Okay. Now, Arlen, would you kindly beat my 8?
Scroll way up to find the right roll.
Go.
Initiative.
you guys haven't rolled like above up.
Hey.
Not.
Amazing.
6.
I'm on an 8. So, Elanion, you're acting on a 3. Are you running, or are you... Because if you're running, you can move your full move, which would be 120 feet. So you could basically race up and jump behind that boulder.
Sure.
Okay. Go ahead and position yourself there. You'll be moving first here. And it seems as if no one has spotted you. All those gnolls you see in the bottom there, they're all making their way in the direction that your allies are. Next up is Druin Axebrother. What are you doing?
Druin's going to stay right where he is, beside Calidor, and he again once again pulls on the power of his god, and bears his gauntleted holy symbol at the gnoll, points to him, and says, "Flee!"
Nice. Okay, which gnoll were you targeting? Same one, or?
No, this guy right here.
Right there, okay, nice. Okay. So he will, and I don't think he gets a save, right? Because it was his low hit dice.
No
Awesome. Okay. Then it is Bergour.
All right, Bergour is stepping up to form the shield wall and readying his sword.
Okay. Then it is Calidor on a 6.
He's just holding his action. If anyone comes within range, he'll attack with his sword.
Okay, sounds awesome. Then it is Pine Stalker on a 7.
All right.
And Serene.
Pine
And Serene.
Druin looks to Calor and says, I should have prayed for bless. While standing here waiting for a melee.
That's a hit from Pinestalker.
And Serene, I think.
What's he attacking? The one that was commanded?
Has the one that was commanded started fleeing yet, or is he?
No.
No. Okay.
Oh
Well, then
my
he'll
God,
probably
Serene.
attack.
Okay.
Then he'll attack.
Yeah, I
you.
thought so. Okay, go ahead and roll damage for Pinestalker. 7 points of damage. That's actually enough to kill it. So he's about to turn and run, and then whack, falls down dead. However, there are a lot of gnolls here who he's lucky that they can't make their attack as they've already declared their actions. But there's a lot of bows that are going to be shooting at Pinestalker next round. Okay, so then I've got on an 8. I got all my guys moving here. I'm going to move.
Serene also did 3 damage. Not that it matters.
Didn't Serene... Oh, that was the damage. I rolled that to attack. Okay. So you guys double killed that guy. 2,
Commanded and double killed.
8. Okay, so this massive group of... let me select just these guys here. Shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. I just need to move 1 gnoll back. And 1 hyena down. And 1 hyena there. Okay, so we got a bunch of gnolls and hyenas running towards you guys. The rest of these guys, let's see, they'll be acting on a 13, and big guy goes before them. Yeah, okay. The boss man walks down and sees what's going on right now. And he calls out to his ally, the bone grinder, right there. The other bone grinder, does he have a line of sight to you guys right now? Can you guys see the bone grinder? Let's see here.
This guy?
Oh, yeah, he's got a chance here now. Let's see. Nah, he does. He sees you guys as well. Not this round, next round. Okay, so then we've got the big gnoll, and then I've got some guys attacking the big gnoll. Big gnoll, what are you doing?
Big gnoll is going to smack one of the small gnolls.
Okay. That is a big hit.
Yep.
Go ahead and roll damage. 2d6 plus 3.
Oh, that's the initiative, or the... My
That was his
screen-
attack roll,
I haven't rolled damage
yeah.
yet. 10
Still
points of
pretty
damage.
good. Yeah, so you annihilate him. And you hear the boss gnoll scream something out to the rest of them, and they're all gonna charge in on him now. Now, he does have a DR2, and his AC is a 2. So,
Sweet.
Purple Knoll, our heart, hearts and prayers are with you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 gnolls attacking him. They need to roll quite well in order to actually hit him. 2, a 3, a 3. 13, 17 does actually hit. So he takes 2 points of damage. His DR protects it. Now he's got a big guy on him, though. So the big guy actually misses with his, and it's an unfavored round. I guess the rest of the gnolls will have to just move into contact with him. Over here. Some are going to move forward. Try and get into this fracas.
Are we going to stop in the middle of this combat? Or what?
No, we're playing all night, Hobbs. Didn't you get the...
I'm like falling asleep already. I'm just like tottering back and forth.
Oh, you haven't had anything to do for half an hour now, so. But yes, we're not gonna keep plowing through. Okay. Because we got Ash in the morning. He's already gone. Bone grinders do not act this round. Okay, so then guys, we have second shots from Serene and from Pinestalker. We will do 1, maybe 2 more rounds of combat, though.
I might skip out. I'm dead. I have to get up at 6.
Oh, okay. Well, we know you were
appreciate it.
casting Dig this round, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Dig it.
Okay. Well, you know what we'll do? Hold on. No. We'll finish up this round. Could you have 1 more round of combat in you, Hobbs?
Sure.
Okay, we'll do one more round, and then that will be it, because I think it's going to be pretty quick. Okay, because then you can get your dig off. I'll make the save for the big tower, and we'll figure out where you're going. Okay. That was a hit for Calidor. Who was he shooting?
That was Serene, actually.
Oh, it was Serene. Okay, and Pinestalker did hit 4 still, actually. Oh, and that 1. No, that's a miss. Okay, so, and he has 10 points of hit points. So that's not dead for the guy in the front there. All right, that is the end of the round, guys. We're doing round 6. So, initiative here. I'm using a... Whoa, jeez. A wand is... 3.
4, 3.
No, wand is a 3. Wand's a 3, staff is a 2, rod is a 1, ring is a 3, potions a 4, and then miscellaneous magic is a 3. All right, so Arlen, I think you're still kicking ass with initiative here. Beat my 4. Nice! Holy hell, you guys have dominated initiative tonight. So I'm acting on a 4 for the first time.
What's the reading off a scroll, Kev?
What did I say a scroll was?
The casting time of the spell, or?
Let's see here. Scroll. Cast time of spell, yeah.
And our initiative.
Initiative was a 2. All right, so first up is... Oh, then that means, Elanion, you're acting... If you're using your wand, you're acting on a 7, right?
5, right?
5.
3, so it's 5.
Oh, it's 3, okay.
Yeah, my keyboard is like tired too.
That's okay. All right, so then, let's hear. First up is Druin Axebrother, then.
Druin reads off one of those priest scrolls.
Yep.
His third command of the fight.
Nice.
On this troll, or this big guy gnoll right there.
Okay. He has 4 hit dice. Is he entitled to a save?
I think he does get a save, actually, then.
Yeah.
Command.
I'll let you look that up because it's not going to affect the next thing. Bergour, you're on a 4, as are a bunch of moving gnolls.
I am just readying my sword to smack any gnolls that dare get close.
Okay, so what I'll do is I'm just going to move the rest of the... I don't think these... Oh, the hyenas actually will be on a 7. They'll be able to get to you.
Intelligence of 13 or more, or with 6 or more hit dice, are entitled to a saving throw versus spell.
Nice. Okay, so then what is... you said flee?
Yep.
Okay, so then
I thought you were gonna mix it.
big guy gets an attack of opportunity on a 4.
Awesome. Oh, hell yeah.
Nat 20, nice. 1, 2,
19.
4. 9 damage. Okay, so DR2 applies against that, but let's see how many hit dice this big guy has. That's 12, 18, 20. Okay, so he does take some damage. I'm just going to mark a dot on him for now. Actually, you know, we'll need to know for next time, so let me quickly put that in. 21. Okay. Here we go. And... Alright, so he takes the damage as he runs away. And what's 1? He was here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright. Then it is... I'm going to move them afterwards, guys, just because it's easier. They're not going to get into combat with you, but there will be some other gnolls moving in closer. None of them can move into base to base with you guys. Then it is Calidor. What are you doing, Calidor?
Same thing I've done every round. I'm keeping the wall here and
So
readying my sword against any incoming.
You got it. So first off, Bergour. We'll go with Pinestalker simultaneous. Let's go with Bergour. You triggered your attack of opportunity. Same thing with... Did Druin ready an attack as well? Oh, no, he cast a spell.
Well, he cast a spell off scroll.
Okay, so then Bergour, and Elanion and Calidor. Both of you guys make a tax of opportunity, or not? You're ready to action rather. Bergour hits. Okay, and you do.
One.
Oops. That is enough to kill one. That. Calidor, that's also a hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh yeah.
Nice. Okay, I think that's very likely to kill one. Yep, another one's dead. Okay, I have 3 attacks on you guys. 2 on Bergour. Nope, both misses. 1 on Druin. That is a hit. No, that's a miss. Your AC's a... Did you guess Silverbeard?
No, it's a for 4 right now.
Oh, okay, so he does hit you. You take...
I thought you did guess Silverbeard.
No, because it doesn't last for very long.
Yeah. 2 points of damage. Your DR absorbs it.
So it'll be last for like 64 rounds. But,
6.
Oh, I thought that was the concern.
Okay. Finish this off here. No. 1, 2, 3 hit the big guy.
I cast Hold
see
Person
here.
and Command 3 times.
So that's 3. This is after DR. 3, 10, 14 damage in total. That all gets through DR.
14 damage in total. Always, he's still got some fight in him.
He does. I'll move the ones that are not in combat here. Okay. And this guy's moving down to see what the hell's going on. Just ordering these ones up. And Elanion, your time to shine, buddy. So you cast Dig. Now, would you give me a 1d20 roll, please? Hobbs, you want to roll low on this.
Oh, I didn't roll the 1.
You already rolled a nat 1. So why don't you give me a description, Hobbs, of what it looks like as this pit forms and then the whole thing falls off the side.
You can just see the dude's face. They've been scrabbling, licking their lips, chops, tongues wagging out as they're ready to run down. And then all of a sudden, I don't know what this one guy right here is doing, but I think he must have got caught in something.
Yeah, he's smooshed by it.
Smashed by it as it topples
Boom.
over, and they just start as the pans off as they all start falling off like
I think
ants
this
from far away.
the brute jumps on trying to hold it down, and as it falls, he just gets thrown off the side, and we get a Wilhelm scream out of him, hyena version, as he flows flying off. And these are screaming and running away. I'm gonna make a morale save for everybody here. Okay, hold on. So, 1 pit spell was successful. You destroyed the last of the siege towers, but there is a whole camp of angry gnolls going on here. You got a bone grinder making his way in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we got Boss Man, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, who is coming over to deal with that maniac 1. That's where we'll leave things, guys. You've still defeated a shit ton of stuff. And I'll give you some XP for what you defeated thus far in this fight. So, those of you who are fighters, you have defeated a total of 54 hit dice worth of adversaries. 5-4 today.
Need my calculator for this.
Yeah. Yeah. So, let's do this, guys. You know what? Because Hobbs has been up, to get to the end of the session, I'll start the outro. I'll do the outro now, and I'll give you the calculation of XP afterwards. That way Hobbs isn't sitting up for another 15-20 minutes. So for those listening at home, thank you so much for joining us for session 51 of our ongoing campaign. As is always the case, if you have any comments, questions, or concerns regarding the session or the game we're playing, please do not hesitate to leave a comment in the comment section of this video, and I will endeavor to reply in a timely fashion. You can also reach me on Twitter at Dungeon Musings, and you can reach me by email. My email address is dungeonmusings@gmail.com. You can also find a link to the Dungeon Musings Discord server in the description of this video. You can find channels dedicated there to this campaign, this game, and all the other games we run on the channel, as well as a bunch of other stuff. If you enjoyed the session, be sure to click on subscribe and click the bell icon to be notified when we're going live with our games, or you can find our schedule for the games on the Dungeon Musings YouTube channel's community tab, where I post the schedule for the coming week every Sunday night. You can also find that on the Dungeon Musings Discord server and on Twitter as well. In addition, you can find a link in the description of the video to something called Heroes Save Villages. That is the charity fundraising campaign we run on the channel. And from now until September 1st, 2020, we are running our annual charity raffle. The grand prize for the raffle is a copy of this bad boy here, a Eberron Gold Edition Rising from the Last War box set prepared by, or created by Beetle and Grimm. This sucker is a beautiful book. You can follow the link and read all about the contents of it. We've got a video shot as well too that gives you a link through to a Forbes article. Tells you all about this awesome box set that has tons of great handouts in it, as well as all the contents of the Eberron Rising from the Last War product. We also have a bunch of other cool rewards, including 2 copies of the Astonishing Swordsmen and Sorcerers of Hyperborea core rulebook. We have some Hobbs and Friends zines. We have a chainmail dice bag. We have some stuff from the Dungeon Musings Redbubble store. We have a Skittermander dice bag. We've got a book on D&D 5th edition tactics. There's a ton of really great stuff that you can find, you can win. And best of all donations, all tickets are $25 Canadian for every donation that you make, which works out to about $17 American. And for every a donation of $25 Canadian you make, you get 1 chance of winning the grand prize or one of the other prizes. And all donations go to benefit SOS Children's Villages International, a really amazing charity active in over 130 countries that benefits over 80,000 orphaned and abandoned children. So your donations, not only do they go to help a really good cause, you also get a chance to win some very cool gaming stuff. Last but not least, I want to thank my players. Reminder.
I was just putting a reminder for next time. So
yeah, much appreciated. So, for those, yes, I guess the last thing I'll say is a massive thank you to my players for joining me tonight too. I know you guys were undermanned, but this is I am so glad you picked a fight with a whole pack of gnolls. This is awesome. So Dave, Arlen, Jeff, and Hobbs, thank you so much for joining us. And for those of you joining us from Mr. Hobbs' Gamerhood too, thank you so much for joining us as well. Be sure to click on like for Hobbs' channel if you haven't done so far, so you'll always be notified when Hobbs is either playing or running a game on his Twitch channel. And in addition, I'd ask you to consider clicking on subscribe for him as well too, to help him create some of the awesome gaming content that he creates. And he's not only a pretty face playing in this game, he makes some pretty darn cool stuff on his own. So, with that, guys, we'll call it a session. For those who are listening at home, once again, thank you for joining us. If you're listening live or contemporaneous to this, I hope that this finds you healthy, safe, and weathering the current crisis as well as can be expected. Hoping you're getting a chance to roll some more dice than, to get your mind off of things. And until we see... Oh, did you have something, Arlen? Oh, I saw your finger go up. I thought you had something.
Oh, no.
Nope. Just testing the wind?
Yeah, I'm just messing with you because the outro isn't long enough, and I feel like if I can extend it more.
And Hobbs is tired, so if we can drag this out a bit longer,
Yeah, we can get Hobbs to fall asleep in his chair.
So for those listening at home, once again, thank you so much. Until we see you again.